Hello and welcome back to Loudmouse, the only podcast with its own sentient mind and ego independent of its host. Speaking of which, I'm Quite, aka Quite. Also with me is Wild Spartans.
Hey, that was probably the smoothest we actually got into recording from clicking the record button ever.
And FPS Diesel.
Hi, I'm FPS Diesel, also known as FPS Diesel.
Yeah. So, the first topic of today is, we hit 10k subs. Thank you guys so much.
That sounded extremely fake.
Hey, have you ever wanted to be condescending?
Hey,
well,
have you ever stained your carpet? Pick up OxyClean. But no, seriously, guys.
Billy Mays here!
We hit fucking 10k stupid fast. Like, stupid fucking fast.
Yeah, the day we hit it, the podcast has only been existing for 22 days. So, it's pretty fast.
Pretty fast. Just a little fast.
It's about as fast as Billy Mays died from cocaine overdose.
Oh my god, Brandon.
Oh. Wait, you died from cocaine overdose?
That's from what I've heard.
On a happier note, on the last episode, we asked, we kind of sort of maybe
You
asked,
abstained.
I abstained. These two asked, we're delinquents and encouraged people to scream, subscribe to Loudmouse in the middle of a library. So some girl sent us a video.
I did that.
But some girl sent us a video of her doing her own interpretation of it. But instead of doing it in a library, she did it over like the fucking mic check in her school's auditorium.
Yeah, her name's Edo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah, big ups to her for doing that. That was absolutely amazing.
Big ups.
It was amazing.
We didn't expect anybody to actually do it. Like,
I was kind of hoping no one did it.
Yeah, I was very happy someone did it, but then on the other hand, I was like, oh man, we shouldn't tell people to do stupid stuff.
I'm glad she did it in the setting that wasn't disruptive to the public.
I'm glad she did it because it's amazing. I just don't want someone to do it and then get in trouble.
Yeah.
Same. I don't want people to get in trouble because of something Brandon said. But it's like,
hey, I said I was only suggesting it. I was only suggesting it. I didn't tell him to do it. I was suggesting it.
I mean, you can throw me under the bus. I was openly encouraging.
Yeah, Diesel did it.
Okay, listen. Brandon's gonna get hit by the magical bus that does a number of things.
The magic school bus.
the bus. You know, the bus.
The magic school bus.
But yeah, thanks for taking
That was really weird. Quite. I'm not cutting that out.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know.
You're like,
He's acting out the fan fiction that he's gonna be in with Kappa.
What?
Oof.
Diesel, what are you writing?
I'm not
Kappa
making
has
a fan fiction.
No, Kappa's making
Diesel's
a fan
like
fiction.
saying that, looking away. Oh, I'm not making a fan fiction about you and
Kappa.
Kappa.
Okay, spoiler alert. Diesel and Kappa are writing a fan fiction.
Fuck.
No, we're not.
Fucking called it. And of course Kappa's in on it. He's gonna smash.
People actually think Kappa's gay because of the meme.
I know,
put in
it's
my
fucking
video.
hilarious.
I'm just propagating rumors. You know, I'm just stirring the pot.
I just keep calling him a cutie in his comment section, and people buy it. It's great.
Well, I mean, one is not like the other. I'll put it that way.
Me complimenting him makes him gay, but like, it's just fucking like Kappa. Diesel's like, yeah, he's one of those gay boys.
I mean,
Kappa's pretty gay.
As everyone knows, Kappa's my arch enemy. So
I can't wait for Kappa to listen to this and then hear me saying he's kind of gay. Love you, Kappa.
It's like Pink Eye going like, it's kind of gay. It's kind of gay. But aside from 10K, the other interesting topic this week is I was at a Rice Gum video, and coincidentally so was Kappa. But we were in there for a couple frames in one of Rice Gum's recent videos called "I Fake My Fortnite Gameplays," and guess what we were in there for? For making videos about him faking his Fortnite gameplay.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
hilarious.
that and I thought it was hilarious because like I remember Kappa asking, Kappa's like, "Do you think I'll actually end up with one of his videos?" I'm like, "Nah, he wouldn't draw attention to it," and then he draws attention to it.
I don't know.
So,
He probably saw Kappa's video get like 1 million views, and he's like, I can do something with
that's
this.
true.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point out on the topic list, you put 10K and then you put Lego, but I read it as Lego, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna talk about 10K Lego.
Well, 10K. If you want to talk 10K Legos, apparently Mr. Beast has like a warehouse full of Legos all to himself. So I'm looking forward to that video.
Look at a cop.
Looking to cop some Legos.
Cop some Legos.
Who wants to time in the ball pit when you get time in the Lego warehouse?
Vintage Lego Star Wars set.
Vintage? How vintage? How vintage?
I don't know.
That's not helpful, Brandon.
1975.
That I don't think those existed back then. I think
Vintage
Star
Legos?
Wars.
Did
I'm
they?
not sure about that. I don't know.
Star Wars Lego 1975.
Star
Let's see how
Wars
accurate
release
this is.
date.
I looked it up, and it seems that they're Star Wars Legos from 1975. I mean,
Star Wars
Star Wars
Episode 4
release
release date. Star Wars came out after 1975, Brendan.
okay, so I have a theory. They made the Legos to then sell the movie.
No.
I don't think that's how that works.
It's like
Hello, my name's Brandon. I'm really young. Let me show you how young I am today on Loudmouse.
I am very young. Diesel, you don't need to bring it up. Okay?
Child.
You're like 3 years older than me, that's it.
Playing our episode episode routine of Pictionary, looking at the fucking like one of the original Star Wars posters, like Luke and Leia are wearing significantly less clothes than they do in the movie.
I want to see this.
Here,
Yeah, Diesel can describe it.
Okay, sure. I'd love to describe the original. Yes.
Oh,
okay.
I've seen this before.
It's the
Yeah.
original poster from Star Wars: A New Hope, where Luke is holding up the lightsaber and Leia's near his leg. You know, the classic old school hero's journey pose. It's
Yeah.
like, that's
like,
it.
They're like Luke's got his fucking like robes open or some shit. Leia's wearing like a leotard or some whatever.
Also, Luke is yoked.
He's
So,
fucking.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stop making fart noises.
C-3PO and R2-Ds are in the background.
Wow. What a
Wow,
what
it's
a
almost like
detailed
they're
and
part of the
elaborate-
movie.
Yeah. Oof.
I fucking hate you guys.
Sorry.
Next topic, quite go.
So a Sony exec said that the PS4 is in the final phase of its life cycle, which kind of debunks, like, not, I don't want to say debunks, but it kind of like put some rest like the rumors that like instead of getting like another generation of consoles, we're just gonna keep building on like the model of the PS4, like how there was a PS4 Pro, there's gonna be a PS4 Pro, and it's just gonna keep going from there instead of like there just being like console generations.
Wait, so you're telling me like in the near future there's going to be a point where PS4 Pro games are the only ones that are being sold and not PS4?
No, it sounds like there's going to be a PS5.
Oh, the way you worded that was like, oh, they
Yeah,
put the
you
rumors
worded
to
that.
rest.
Okay,
Horribly.
so it sounds like there's going to be a PS5 instead of them just making new models of the PS4.
Yeah, you worded that the opposite, and you were basically saying there's not going to be a PS5, but there is going to be PS Pro Plus. You know, that's how you worded it. But
Sorry.
yeah, this was kind of already confirmed to an extent because like there was leaks. It's either happening in 2019 or 2020. That's the rumor.
I'm guessing like 2020 because that would be like the full 7-year life cycle.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox and PS4 or PlayStation, they always try to like up each other of when their console gets released. They always want their console to be released first, instead of like theirs, so people buy it. So like if we're getting a new PS4, we might get a new fucking. But didn't the Xbox One X just come out?
I think so, but like even if it did, like it's still like 2 years out before like we get a new console from either of them probably.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with the PS4 because it's like they have a lot of hardware available to them now, a lot cheaper hardware too. So they probably do a lot more with it than the current PS4. And it's just a PC basically. So
Yeah, it's like it uses like easier technology than the PS3 did.
yeah, this will probably be like one of the only, besides the Nintendo Switch, probably one of the only consoles I'll actually get on launch too. Because it's like I could never afford a console on launch at first. The only one I could afford was the Switch. That's it.
I don't know like what it was, but like wait, shit, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. Like you know how like how the PS3 had like that fucking unorthodox ass hardware that like nobody knew how
Yeah.
to fucking develop
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
And like, but like apparently like when people knew how to fucking squeeze it, it worked really well. Like
Yeah, it worked better than Xbox 360.
I never like really like researched like how deep that went. Do you know anything about that, Brandon? Because I know you're like more into tech.
I just know they used a really weird CPU architecture, and it was really hard to develop on, but it was more powerful once you got it to work. But it was like, it was too much work for people to develop on. So they just developed for Xbox 360 because it was much easier.
It was too much work to make work.
Yeah, it was cheaper.
Weren't they gonna have like a deal where like fucking Mac might have started using those processors, or was that like a different company?
I don't know. I don't know much about the processor because I was a lot younger when the PS3 came out, so I don't really remember too much about it. I just know I had a friend who had one. We played it. That's it.
Yeah, I played Xbox as a kid, like 360.
I got a 360 in middle school.
Nothing.
Yeah, I got a 360 in middle school as well.
How are we at the end of a console life cycle already? I feel like nothing came out.
Dude, the PS4 came out a while ago.
Like
PS4
2013.
released. 2013. We're old as shit. Like, it came out a while ago.
Like fucking, I'm like shedding my final skin. I'm going to die in like a year.
He's gonna turn into a cardigan.
Like I remember I remember watching streams from the PS4 when it came out, like from people like Gold Glove and shit. Like I remember doing that. So it's like, it's just weird to think that the cycle's almost over.
I know people who still call the PS4 next gen because like that's like what people called it for years.
Yeah, it's because the Xbox 360 and the PS3 were around so long that it's like it was just weird to think of like this is the current gen.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like Xbox 360 was just like what we were so used to in like PS3 and shit. So like just that fucking the paradigm shift, if you will, it was jarring.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Spider-Man game on the PS4.
So I've heard.
Yeah, I really want that game. It looks really fun.
I do too.
Looks like
I still need to pick
Batman.
up God of War when I get a chance.
It looks like Batman,
Yeah, it
but
looks
Marvel,
like Arkham.
which means it's 10
Wow.
times better.
Wow, whoa, you Marvel stan.
I do prefer Marvel over DC.
I mean, at the moment, I do too, because it's just like they have better media representation, so it's easier
I will
to get
say,
from them.
the Batman games are good though. They're not bad games, but the movies are meh. The DC movies recently.
Yeah,
So.
poor guys. I hope Flashpoints resets the whole thing, and we can just start over with Joss Whedon.
Just restart.
Restart it and have Jon Favreau direct the Superman movie. Just do the fucking MCU, but with
and don't CGI his fucking face this time.
No.
Yeah,
CGI the whole
CGI
thing.
upper
Don't even
lip.
get an actor. Just don't get a fucking actor.
The
Just
whole guy is CGI.
have the voice be like text to speech.
Yeah, it's just a stick figure Superman. The entire
It's
movie.
like, but it's like it's like superimposed on real footage and shit. So it's just like, like it's a text to speech stick figure Superman on a big 4K IMAX screen, interacting with like actual characters fighting like fucking Doomsday or some shit.
the fucking trailer with like the stick figure Superman just like says in the bottom right hand corner, real actors.
It's like, so not all CGI is finished.
God damn it! Have you guys seen the a picture of the guy who plays Thanos without him being CGI'd? Because I can't find one.
I haven't. No, I haven't been
can't
able to
remember
find
what
one
he
either.
looks like.
And he
looked-
He
talks.
is an actor.
looked up
He's the
Josh
guy who
Brolin,
plays
like,
Cable in
mocap, but-
Deadpool 2.
Yeah, Josh Brolin.
Yeah, like he talked about like the headgear he had to wear for Thanos.
Found
and
it.
Like, you found a picture? Or is it just a dots?
It's so big.
Okay, for people who are listening on audio, because this is a podcast and we don't do visuals because it's a podcast.
People
he's-
complain that we don't put pictures up, and it's really fucking annoying that we keep doing this. Stop doing this.
It's
Here's another
funny.
picture. Here's another picture.
Great,
Oh,
now
I-
we gotta fucking explain that.
This one's not even relevant to the conversation. I just wanted to put another one in.
Well, we already addressed it, so we might as well explain it.
Okay,
Brandon, would
so
you like
it's
to
the
explain
Guardians
it?
of the
Okay,
Galaxy
I'll explain the
lineup
top
for
one. I'll explain the top one. Okay, the top one is like imagine you were wearing a. Imagine you were wearing purple tights.
Just look up
and you had a
Josh
bunch
Brolin mocap.
You had a bunch of white dots around you, and you were wearing a helmet with like. Do you remember like those gimmicky like self-serving eating things for gamers like from
Oh,
2012?
the thing Syndicate was testing back in
Yeah,
like 2013,
yeah.
2012.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh my, it does. Like, it's fucking like he's wearing a purple morph suit with some funky ass shoes and like blue lines all over him. And the bottom
What?
one is the Guardians of the Galaxy lineup from the first movie
What?
where they're all in prison. Oh, well, about to go to prison. But instead of Rocket Raccoon and Groot, it's like fucking like a raccoon in a tree costume with Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper's heads like stuck inside of them.
That was a pretty good depiction. Yeah, and then people asking to get visuals. No, you're not getting visuals.
The description is part of the fun.
Yeah, it is. Fuck. I was gonna say something. Whatever happened to like, I remember like back in like 2012, 2014, there was like this huge market for like trying to make new gamer products. Like, what happened to that? Did people just realize they weren't selling? Like,
Yeah.
were companies like,
there was a
maybe
lot of
gamers,
hype, but there was no demand.
yeah,
Who
like
wants
maybe
extra plastic shit for their consoles and controllers? Like, who
I don't
really
know, like
wants
that.
that?
Like I feel like that was like part
control
of like, the
freaks are decent.
Yeah, didn't you buy them at a
Yeah, we
PAX?
bought some.
Yeah,
I bought some at PAX. Yeah, it was totally worth it. Way better. I'm gonna play Dark Souls Remastered on the flight to LA.
Good for you.
And the
I'm
person
probably
next to
gonna
me is gonna see me rage.
Well, I'm gonna read a book.
Wow,
Okay.
what an intellectual. I'm sorry, I'm being mean today.
Quite's gonna travel through his box.
It's because I don't have a Switch. Okay,
Oh yeah, Diesel has a Switch.
Yeah, the Switch.
Diesel, can you mail yours to me before VidCon?
No, I'm gonna use that. What are you, nuts? I got an 8-hour flight. Oh wait,
Have fun
Oh,
at VidCon.
okay. Speaking of entertaining yourself at random points in time, I want to talk about Hulu for a second because this pissed me off. So I don't pay for Hulu yet. I was using a trial, and I was tempted to start paying for Hulu. But then I was like thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe on the flight instead of playing Dark Souls, I can just like watch South Park or something. You know, download episodes. But the fucking app on the iPhone just doesn't work. Like it's constant. Like, oh, we're having trouble loading your lineup. Check your internet connection and try Hulu again. Every fucking time I open it, it's been 48 hours. So that I just want to say that because it pissed me off. I want a gamer headset.
Hulu, you want to fix that?
Yeah, and I looked at the ratings on the app, and it's 2.2 fucking stars.
Wow.
So garbage app.
It's nothing like our podcast on iTunes.
Rate the podcast on iTunes.
Yeah, do that.
Do that.
We're great at chilling. Talking about
Good at. We're
talking
not
about
good-
gamer
we're good at
garbage.
No,
making
we need to
podcasts, but
shill
can
more.
chill.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Oh
Subscribe
my
on
God.
iTunes.
Can I
Follow
talk
on
about,
SoundCloud.
I want to talk about gamer garbage.
Like on SoundCloud. Like on YouTube. There we go. We've successfully fully shilled.
Anyway,
there you go, Diesel.
this product I've seen them sell it at GameStop. Can you stop? It's called
Okay, what
Gamer
about-
Grip, right? It's literally like liquid you put on your hands to increase your grip
What?
on a controller to
You're
keep you from
kidding.
slipping when your palms get
It stops.
sweaty.
It like closes up your pores so you don't sweat.
Yeah.
Fucking, I've never seen anybody use it for gaming, but I know like some of my friends who like play like instruments, like they use it to stop their hands from getting sweaty when like they're holding like sticks or whatever.
That's really like, I can understand the instruments because it's like, it's a lot more of a fine task, but it's like, gaming.
I
like-
mean, if you're doing like if you're doing like something like trick shotting, I guess, which is like, the
Only
market
thing
they
I can
appeal
see
to.
is competitive gaming. Like if you were like an
Competitive,
esports.
but like Brandon, you know, like Call of Duty trick shotting, how you had to play weird with claw and stuff, and like how you had a very loose grip on some of the buttons.
I
can
did not
imagine
trick shot.
Well, I can imagine like that because that was the market they were fucking marketing to pretty hard. Like it's paired with scuff controllers a lot, so like you can imagine the kind of market it was reaching.
All the MLG fucking intros where it's
Ew.
it's like gamma scuff and oh man, those are the days. Do you think Scuff's ever gonna make Scuff?
Quiet is just something else today. This boy.
Yeah. Do you think they're ever gonna make a Scuff Joy-Cons?
Maybe.
I think that'd be interesting.
I don't know what they do with it. Like, would they just put paddles on the fucking bottom?
More
There's
buttons.
no space. There's no space on the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I mean, like
what I could see them doing is like they have like paddle extensions where like they'd fall kind of under the Switch body instead of the Joy-Cons themselves.
I could see that.
wouldn't
But,
Nintendo
like, I feel like
even
it'd
let
be
them?
clunky to carry around because you couldn't take the things off without it feeling weird.
I don't think Nintendo would even let them.
I mean, that too.
Yeah.
They could just
I
do
don't-
it anyways, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think they could. I don't know if I don't know the whole I don't know
Maybe
the
not
legality behind
legally.
controllers. I don't know the legality for that kind of stuff. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to get like actual Joy-Cons with actual grips in the back of them. Like so it's like less portable, but it's way it's way more comfortable to hold, you know? Cuz it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
biggest
Gamer
problem
grip.
with the Joy-Con.
Imagine if like they like made like a dedicated controller for the fucking thing, just like for at home stuff. Because like I know like they have like the
Wow,
have
it's
one.
almost like they do.
no, like I know they have like the sliding thing, but that's like a box.
No, they have a pro
No,
controller.
they have a
Oh,
pro
they do?
controller.
Oh
yeah.
shit, I didn't know.
I
that.
actually
I don't
own
have
it.
it.
It's
Listen, I don't have a Switch.
The Pro Controller is not really worth it, in my opinion. I just find myself playing it handheld most of the time, so
Okay.
it's really not that. It's a good controller. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like I haven't really used it much. I don't really play my Switch too often. I usually use it when I'm traveling.
It's fine, but like the other stuff works fine too, so you just don't need it.
Yeah, it's really like if you don't have the $70 and like you want to buy a game, or if you have the $70 you want to buy a game over or a Pro Controller, just buy the game. Like game's way more worth it in my opinion.
Do you think Black Ops 4 will be on Switch?
Definitely, maybe.
That's
I don't
a
know,
good
actually.
question.
That's a good
No,
question.
actually, I think they did talk about getting it on the Switch next year. I think Activision clearly stated that it would be stupid not to. I don't know that for sure, but let me look it up real quick. Activision Switch. Let's see. Activision
no
did say that. Activision said that Switch owners should expect more support from Activision for games. So that could be in like any game that they make. So it could be anything.
It says Treyarch said there's no plans for Black Ops 4 on the Switch,
Rip.
which sucks because that would have been cool. Like, imagine playing fucking Black Ops.
It's a pretty big scaled game though, so like it doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Because like it would take a long time for the Switch to be optimized for Black Ops 4, at least from what I could understand. Oh, did you guys hear about the ROM hack for the fucking Switch?
What
Did
is
not.
that?
Okay, so the boot chips on the Switch are vulnerable to the point where you could install Linux on the Switch
That's awesome.
and boot Linux,
What?
and you could use it as a portable emulator. You could literally play like any fucking game from GameCube or Wii. It's illegal. I'm not saying do it, but I'm saying you could. Okay.
That's something. That's something, bro. Speaking
Yeah.
of other video game related stuff, like just moving on from the Switch, I was like looking at some of like the fucking footage from GDC earlier this year, and one of the things that like caught my eye was fucking Andy Serkis on like doing mocap on the Unreal Engine. Like, it's like fucking insane how far we've come with mocap, right? Because it's like a side by side of like Andy Serkis doing like his fucking performance, and then on the right is like the mocap from his face, Matt, like put on an alien. But I didn't realize that the left side was CGI.
Oh, I've
until,
seen this
like,
before.
Yeah, I didn't realize the left side was CGI until I read the comments. But like, it's like the uncanny valley, like that fucking space where like something looks human, like very human, just something feels
Oh.
off. It's like closing.
Yeah, Andy Serkis's eyes in this just look dead, and that's because he's
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah, that's what gives it away. But like, if you look at the right one, like the alien looks almost like more convincing because it's not
Well,
that.
we
clear.
don't have actual aliens to compare.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, like,
yeah,
the
it
thing
does
is-
look more convincing.
Well, the thing is with the alien is like we're not like wired as humans to recognize, like it doesn't look as close to a human as the CGI does. So like it's a lot easier to like let your suspension of disbelief go subconsciously, so your brain isn't like falling into that uncanny valley trap.
Well, the aliens' eyes do look more real.
Yeah, because like they're not trying to be so human.
Yeah.
It's like the closer you get to like be like looking human, the more like your brain like feels like something is wrong because it realizes it's not human, even though it looks supremely like it.
Dude, in 10 years, we're not going to be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, like it's
Because, like, they're gonna start, I mean, like, they probably already do this, but they're gonna use, like, a bunch of machine learning to, like, perfect it.
Think about all the hentai.
God.
That was God. Of course you fucking did. But I don't know, like the uncanny valley in general, like I just find very interesting because like you see it with robots and like on AI and stuff. Like if you look up videos of like fucking robots that are meant to look like humans and like interact like that, it's strange watching them.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
not human. Like, just not
Yeah.
human enough, yeah.
like,
Just
stuff,
not quite there, you know.
stuff's getting, like, really, really fucking detailed when it comes to, like, human interaction and things like that. Like, for example, like, not really CGI-based, but, like, AI-based and machine learning-based. The Google Press demo thing, where, like, they showed that your Google Assistant could call somebody and then act like a person and get your reservation, you know?
That's creepy.
Did you watch it? Did you two watch it?
No, I did
No,
not
I did
watch
not.
it.
Okay, so basically, this Google AI would call, like, they basically call the hair salon to arrange an appointment for their client, and they acted like they were, like, you know, like an owner of a business saying, like, hey, I have a client who would like to go to get a haircut or something like that, and the person didn't realize it was a robot, and the robot would basically fill their sentences with things like and things like that, so it sounded human. So it sounded like it was thinking.
That's
like it was it's really interesting. Like soon your phone will be able to call like for you and arrange an appointment and sound completely human.
Yeah, apparently, like they did a thing where like the assistant is now going to clarify that it's like an AI, but when like it calls a place.
Yeah, I definitely think it's kind of just like weird because it's like if you didn't know it was an AI, you wouldn't care.
I mean,
but like
personally, I think it opens a whole new realm for prank calling.
That's exactly where my mind went.
Telemarketers.
Telemarketers.
That's even worse.
Like the Indian scammers, they will have a whole new weapon, Google Assistant.
Or they'll just be replaced.
They will be replaced. When Quackity goes to get fucking Indian tech support scammers to fucking be in his videos, he's gonna get Google Assistants.
Yeah, he just gets a bunch of series.
They'll like be fucking like more personable than him. Like it's gonna get so far that it's more personable than any living person.
Yeah, I mean, like it's gonna ruin the comedy though. Rip comedy from Quackity's videos.
Yeah, I guess he has to go back to Roblox videos.
Yeah.
No, he has to go. No, he can't even go back to Roblox anymore. All the way back to Toontown he goes.
Oh my God.
No! Back to the fucking.
We need to have him on at some point. Just talk about Toontown.
He hates it when we do this though.
He doesn't know we're doing this, so it's okay.
True.
Oh my God, bro!
He doesn't know we're talking about him on the podcast.
True. It's only a public forum where people sit down and listen to what we have to say.
Oh yeah.
But it's an hour long.
Real fast. Obligatory Mac mention for the episode. Okay, continue.
Have you done it every episode? Hi,
I've
Mac.
done it in like 4 different ones, and I told Mac about it, and he laughed.
God, this is a great episode. This is really, we're talking about stuff that people have no bearing on whatsoever.
You're breaking the fourth wall, Diesel.
That has been this entire fucking podcast. I don't know where you've been for the last 8 or so episodes.
I don't know. I assume most people listening know who we're talking about when we talk about Quackity and Kappa, but like nobody knows who the hell Mac is.
Exactly, that's the point.
Most people probably don't know who Kappa is.
More people know who Kappa is than Mac. Obviously.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
duh.
definitely not gonna know Mac.
Yeah.
Mac is friend.
No.
Yeah, but
God
but
damn
Diesel.
it. Okay, Diesel, you need to cut this part out. You're not supposed to fucking say that.
Fine.
Mac is a mystery. Do you understand?
Jesus fucking Christ. I should
Don't
just
even-
not take it out
Don't
now.
even cut that
You're
out.
hell
Just-
bent on killing any of the fucking
Don't-
running jokes in these
Do
fucking
not
series,
cut that
Diesel.
out, Diesel. Do not cut that part out. Just censor right where you say it, and then
Just say like Mac is a.
Mac is a
Use-
oof.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We're gonna have an oof in our podcast.
Sure, I'll do that. Fine.
You might want to timestamp it right now, real fast.
Yeah, actually do that.
How do I timestamp?
Just
Just
type
write
it
it
in.
in the
Here,
yeah,
I got
sure.
you. I got you. There you
Oh
go.
my God.
There you go. There's the time.
That's great. I'm glad we got all this now.
I remember
Podcast.
like fucking watching like one of your old podcasts, Brendan, and like the whole fucking cast, you were just writing down timestamps for when people said the N-word.
Really?
Yes.
Yep, I remember that.
I don't remember this.
What episode was? What podcast was that?
It was probably a trending topic.
Yeah.
I think it was a trending.
It was like I think it was the one Aiden was on. You were just fucking.
Oh yeah! I do remember that one.
Oh. You had to fucking like it's so many timestamps. Like the whole thing was like them talking about the chat is like, why do you keep putting numbers in there?
I probably could find that chat.
Oh God, please do and share it with us after the recording.
It's gonna be like a long fucking look though. But I was gonna say something about like Diesel talking about Diesel's like we talk about things people don't understand all the time, or we stop talking about things people don't understand. Diesel, we literally fucking play Pictionary every episode, every fucking episode.
Every podcast does this though. Like you don't need to get the full context of the situation to enjoy it. You just kind of like you get the gist of it by like listening to the interaction.
We should give even less context. We should just say random words in the middle of our podcast, and people are like, well, why do you say that?
What's
Here,
a random word?
I got one. Ronk.
Ronk. Fuck.
That's not a random word.
Ronk.
Isn't
It
ronk
is one.
from?
But you
You
guys
really-
get it, but these guys don't.
What's the guy's
It's
name
a-
from Thor
It's a really
Ragnarok?
good word.
Rock guy?
fucking- Shit.
Rock guy, Australian rock guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, New Zealand guy
Was he New Zealand?
from Thor.
It was something really like bland. His name.
It was
I don't
funny.
know.
It was a funny name,
Yeah.
but like it
who
was
you're
close to
talking
Ronk.
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Are you sure you're not thinking of the name of the fucking thing? Like Ronk? It's Korg.
Oh, there we go.
Korg.
I was close.
Korg.
Cork or
I
Korg?
can't wait for
It's
the Korg
Korg, but
standalone
I'm
movie.
putting an NCK in there for Ronk. Korg.
Okay. I was close. I can't wait for Infinity War Part 2 where he kills Thanos.
Just him single-handedly. He kills him with he kills them with fucking like good humor.
Good humor.
He's like, it looks like your hammer was almost like a loved one that you lost. I fucking love him. Yeah, but on to the next topic. Like a couple episodes ago, we recommended you guys and Brandon some more music. Where you guys could have taken a look at it. I recommended GTA, a little bit of this featuring Vince Staples, IDK, Pizza Shop Extended, and Cousins Does Paper Calling. Diesel recommended Ailstorm, Mexico, Jakey, Moby Dick, and Oomph, Such Mitch, Find Mitch. And we all listened to it before this episode, I hope. Did we?
I did. We're good.
Okay. So, Brandon, since the name of the topic is Music Rex for Brandon, what did you think of the songs?
Okay, so for the first one, a little bit of this, or a little bit of, is it this or his? Because
Yeah,
I think I typed it wrong in my other doc. I put his, and I'm like, wait. I liked that one. I'll actually probably end up putting it in a playlist. I didn't like Pizza Shop. It just wasn't my type of rap. I didn't necessarily dislike or like Paper Calling. It was okay. It's pretty light opinion on that. Mexico by Ailstorm. It was okay. I could definitely imagine a lot of memes made with that song, but it's
Just
like
with a name like Mexico.
Yeah, it's just something I wouldn't listen to on a normal basis. This is surprising because Diesel recommended it. I did like Moby Dick.
I knew you would like that one.
I actually liked
yeah.
that one, which was surprising because
You know he's
you recommended
you know the guy who
it.
did that as a YouTuber?
Yeah, Nakey Jakey. I was really fucking
Nakey Jakey.
surprised when I saw
Yeah.
it. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
realize you
could
made
tell.
music.
I could tell it was like a smaller production because like you can tell with the camera and shit. And it was like I was like, this looks familiar. But yeah, I did like that one surprisingly because you recommended it. And Such Mitch Find, I didn't like it all.
We keep mispronouncing it, and somebody was like, "Diesel, you butchered this. You butchered that last podcast." So I wasn't gonna say it.
Fucking Henry like translated the song, and it's like it's really strange. Like I was in call with him before we started recording, and like I'm just like, oh, this is a song that he recommended because he's like what song's bad? I'm like, this one. He linked it. He translated it. It was really weird. Let me find the lyrics real quick and translate it. You two have a discussion.
Diesel, what did you think? What did you think of like the songs I recommended?
I think you recommended like better songs for Brandon in particular this time. They're definitely like bangers. I like anything with Vince Staples or MF Doom in it, so those are both
Fucking love Vince Staples.
like really good. Paper Calling is actually, I liked it so much I put it into my gym playlist.
Oh
So
yeah,
it
I
is
remember.
now
Yeah,
my
I
gym
showed you
playlist.
that one at PAX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it is
Don't
there.
you mean in your
and
box?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Well,
He
PAX
showed
is
me
good.
that in his box. That sounds really strange.
It's okay.
People say think outside the box. I physically can, asshole.
Damn, this lore is just crazy.
But
You're like a
what do you think of Pizza Shop?
Lovecraftian being. Pizza Shop was probably the weakest of the bunch, honestly, in my opinion. I didn't vibe with it as well. I mean, I can listen to like stuff that I don't usually would enjoy as long as I can vibe with it. I just couldn't vibe with it.
Yeah, fair enough.
This is the lyrics. It's just kind of like really. It's just Look for me, find me, keep me going, hold me, make me keep going, let me, never let me go, and so hunt me, catch me, keep me going. It's like, it just doesn't sound like those would be the lyrics.
If you're gonna ask me what the hell the song's about, I have no clue. I've only listened to it in German. I have never looked at the
Do you
lyrics.
just listen
for
to
anything.
it at the gym?
Yeah, I mean, I like Oomph, but like everything being in German, I have no idea what they're singing about. Because I don't speak German. That's honestly one of my favorite songs from them, though. It's one of the more normie songs.
I didn't really make it all the way through that one. I don't know.
No, I listened to it. I immediately disliked it. And I clicked off. Like no joke.
Like, Moby Dick was solid as hell. Mexico is fine. I don't know, but
like I skipped through that one a little bit, and I'm just like, this is the whole song. It's like this isn't good.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I can listen to some music that I have no idea what the fuck they're saying. Like, I listen to fucking Keith Ape a lot. So
like
Brothers.
sometimes the beats are just good, but like that was just
not even that. Like
weird.
Their performance is just so fucking like standalone. You don't even need to know what they're saying, but to like be able to get into that they're saying it.
Just start singing along in like a completely different language.
like you're butchering the language, but you're doing your best to imitate the syllables.
Yeah.
Oh,
next time I do Rex, nothing's gonna be metal or punk or rock related.
Good, because no one likes that except for you here.
God, you guys are so
I mean,
normie. Just listen to something else.
I mean,
There was a time,
dude,
Diesel, where rock used to be the normie.
Diesel, I literally fucking listened to a Ghost album at your recommendation.
Yes, that was very nice of you.
Like, I fucking listened to like indie rock a good bit. Like, leave me alone.
Okay. At least you have some diversity of taste. I think the only genre I can't listen to is like modern country. Honestly, like
I don't like country and I don't like metal, and it depends on the rock song, but like I'm okay with rock. Like I can stand it. I just don't prefer it.
there was a SpongeBob meme making fun of Chainsmokers, where it's like, "Baby, call me daddy" in the backseat of my Patty. And that's what I think of when I think of modern country music.
Brandon, what do you think of like more laid back music? Like, I know you're usually just a banger kind of guy, but
well, I listen to Post, so like
okay, like
It-
I really want to put some fucking Frank Ocean in this list.
I don't think I'd like Frank Ocean at all. I mean, you can recommend it and we'll see what happens, but
Okay.
because like Quackity talked to me about like every Frank Ocean sad, and I'm like, why would I listen to that?
Well,
I don't like
Quackity
sad.
listens to it to feel sad.
I mean, you have to ask, does Frank Ocean listen to Frank Ocean when he's sad? I stole that from somewhere.
You did. That is a normie meme and you stole it.
Don't care, it's a good one.
Okay, completely talking about memes. I don't know if this was real or not, but the Shorty Awards, they like named the best meme account, and Fuck Jerry won for best meme account.
Who is Fuck Jerry?
Exactly, and they post like
that like an
normie
Instagram
memes.
account?
Oh,
I
you're talking
think
about
I
the whatchamacallit, the big dick guy who wants you to pay $30 a month to see his dick?
No, that has no.
Oh, that's a
not-
different guy?
We'll get to that.
I was half listening.
No, Fuck Jerry is a Twitter that posts like memes, but it's like more normie memes, and they won an award for best meme account. Which, first of all, I didn't know you could win an award for that. That's it. We need to glass the planet. But I was watching a Dolan Dark meme. And, yeah, so Fuck Jerry won that award. So yeah, that's weird, and I didn't know that.
Okay.
Memes are shit.
It's
Cool
like
story,
when
bro.
Tyler, the creator's at, was Fuck Tyler.
I'm
Did you hear that
surprised.
Tyler, like, he released a new throwaway track?
No.
Oh, he did. It's like it's definitely another throwaway. It's not like as fucking hype as a Okra was, but it's alright.
Scoop de poop.
Scoop, de poop, de whoop.
Oh my god! Did you guys notice how fast like Kanye rose up and just fucking flatlined?
Yeah, I know. Just out of nowhere, nobody cares.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
he
like
hasn't been saying like as outrageous stuff recently, has he?
he just needs to make another track and just do like whoop-dee doop instead of poopity scoop.
He hasn't been memeing as hard like so recently, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe he's just like, maybe I should get off of Twitter.
Like, he's just tweeting out like documentaries now. Also, phones are bad.
Yeah, he's also like Google dopamine.
He's saying that he's like, this lady gave out 32 million hugs. What a fucking G.
Did he actually tweet that?
Yeah, he said this
oh
is.
my god, that's so adorable.
Yeah, I know, it's great. He's like, sometimes the world just needs hugs, and I'm like, you know what, Kanye, you're right, man. You're right. You're right.
Okay, I have a question.
I'd vote for him 2020.
I have a question. Would you guys consider Poopity Scoop better than KSI's Lamborghini song?
Yes.
I think the instrumental's better.
I mean,
Quite
yeah,
strong.
obviously.
Unequivocally, yes.
I mean, Lamborghini was bad. Can we say that without being copyright claim?
But I mean, like, it had like the P Money verse was decent.
but it was KSI and Lamborghini.
But it had like a redeeming factor to it, so you can't just exclude that.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can, but it's whatever.
Here's the
did.
definitive argument. It's KSI.
Yeah,
That is.
I think enough's been said.
I disagree, but okay.
I think some of KSI's music's okay, but like I
Yeah,
think
like,
Lamborghini was just
We're
trash.
on the topic. Like one of the things on the topic list is like YouTubers who also.
Yeah,
make
I
music,
know.
and KSI
That was
the
exactly
first
what I was doing. It was the smoothest segue we've ever had.
Yeah, and then you ruined it.
one. Just like I ruined my life.
Ouch.
Oof.
But yeah, no, I think KSI like Friends with Benefits is a pretty solid song. His track with Randolph was all right.
Like, if we're being real here, some of KSI's music can be okay. Like, I think most of it's just like really mediocre. But like, it's not painful to listen to. Like, some of Rice Gum shit is genuinely painful to listen to. Like, you just can't stand it. Like the Fortnite song.
Yeah.
The
Like-
Fortnite song and the Christmas song are his two worst songs. Easy.
Yeah, and then Jake Paul made a fucking Christmas song, and then you have Everyday Bro, and it's like Jake Paul is just fucking awful. But with YouTuber music, when you put the topic, what do you mean? It's like, is it good, bad, or is
Is there like across like all of the YouTubers who like also make music? Is there like a curse for it to be shit?
I think, well, okay, when it comes to YouTubers making music, I think most of the time it's like not that good, is because they're YouTubers. They're not meant to make music.
Yeah,
you
like,
know,
they have
they
no
make
experience.
videos. Their fields are in editing and film, or not even that, marketing. Like, most YouTubers are very good at marketing, but like they're not necessarily good at making music. You know, like especially if you just pick it up out of nowhere and start making music. You know, I think YouTubers should practice in private and talk to their friends about stuff before they release an album. You know, because it's like you don't want it to be complete shit.
But I mean, like, if you go from KSI back in the day to like now, you can definitely see he has.
Oh, there's a
but that's
huge
because
improvement. And
That's
it's like,
because he worked at it. Like,
Yeah,
like I think, like it's like anything. Like you're bad at something when you first start it.
yeah, it's like
typically.
even in private. Let's say you were trying to, let's say in private you were trying to improve your music, and it's like then you could start at a higher level, and it's like you're still gonna have improvement, in the long term, because it's like you learn new things as you go. People give you advice, people give you criticism, things like that. You start talking to other people who know how to do a certain thing you don't know how to do. It's just like editing in that sense. You get faster and you get better at it.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean,
I don't.
skill.
Like, there is YouTuber music that's not like the imaginary rap game.
Yeah,
That is,
exactly.
Like Rice Gum and all of them.
There
Nate
is-
Wants
there-
to Battle is like a pop punk. Like, he does anime song covers, but then he does original music too. Like, there are people.
Who was that one guy you showed me? The one that made the.
That sounded. That laugh was like eerily high pitched for Brandon. What the fuck was that?
That would be really funny because I have no idea what he's talking about.
No, the trap song.
The song about traps?
Yeah, you showed it to me a while ago. You told me it's in your playlist.
Oh my god, I can't remember. I don't remember what you're talking about. This sounds like you're a crazy
God,
person.
it's no, there was they made the whatchamacallit song. The Andy something. Was it Andy Worski song?
Oh, yeah, Ken Ashcorp.
Yeah,
Ken
that guy
Ashcorp
makes
is a
good music.
musician first, the YouTuber second.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I mean
but-
technically it's still YouTube music. But like Emma Blackery, for example, as well, she's dabbling in music now, and it's not bad. Like, it's decent. And it's like, I think it really just depends on, how you present it, and also, what skill level you're at when you go into it. Because it's like, if you present it as like cheap, oh, this is the diss track, obviously it's just gonna be perceived as worse, because it's like diss tracks have been watered down so much that they used to actually have meaning, and now it's just like, oh, fake drama. So
Now you actually have to hit someone. You can't just make a diss track.
It's like with fucking like YouTuber music. Like there are some like who have successfully made the transition from YouTube to music. Like fucking Joji's the obvious example. Fucking Post Malone, Troye Sivan, people like that.
wait, Post actually did YouTube before?
I don't know if he did. I think like
I knew he knew
I don't know if he did
YouTubers.
YouTube, but like I know like he fucking like hung around YouTubers and like he uploaded some shit or he was
Yeah.
featured on some of their streams. I don't think he was like
Yeah.
a full dedicated YouTuber himself, so maybe not him.
Yeah, but with
like-
Joji, for example, it's like, see, that's the thing. When you think of YouTube music, you don't think of people like Joji or Emma Blackery. You think of like Rice Gum and Jake Paul. So like clearly, there's like a different definition for YouTube
That's
music and then
because they're,
YouTubers
like,
who do
they're,
music.
Like, those are the YouTubers making music who still do YouTube.
I guess that's true. But Emma Blankery still does YouTube as well as music, and I wouldn't consider her shit YouTube music. I don't really watch her that frequently, but like I follow her on Twitter and I see updates about stuff. So it's
okay,
like,
I consider YouTube music like the Ego Trip, Rice Gum, Jake Paul stuff. I consider real music made by YouTubers. That's the big difference. I think YouTuber music is a negative term.
Yep, negative connotation. I agree.
It doesn't I'm sure like it exists like widely, but I don't really think of it that way.
I mean,
but that's because I'm a hipster,
But like with like Ricegum, for example, it's like the reason I think of like YouTube music bad is it's like most of the time these YouTubers are putting out this music because they know it will get them money. Like the Fortnite song, for example, they knew that would get them money. That's why Ricegum made it. You know, he knew people would listen to it and buy it because he's Ricegum. He knew that would happen.
Did he have a song that went platinum?
Yes,
yeah, every night
sis.
Didn't that only go platinum because it's the first video you see on his channel?
I mean, either way, it had to get more than just like what was on his channel because one, it's YouTube streams, so they're worth. It's only 143 million plays on YouTube, which is not nearly enough to bring you to platinum. Well, I don't know how much you need exactly, but
isn't platinum based off of sales?
Yeah, he needs like a good chunk of like actual like iTunes like individual song sales to like be able to reach platinum. Like fucking This Is America isn't platinum. Or at least not platinum.
It will. I think it will.
That's definitely soon, but like it's not even platinum certified yet at what it is.
Okay, so to get platinum, you need actually I don't know this because this is a Wikipedia article.
It's a million album sales or album or single sales or like a sale.
Oh yeah, it is.
So like a certain number of streams equals one sale.
Yeah,
but like soon, like pretty soon, the like YouTube streams are gonna count less than like paid subscription streams because there's like a whole like controversy over Post Malone, like how Rockstar went fucking platinum so fast. Like you know how when Rockstar originally got uploaded to YouTube, it wasn't the actual song.
Yeah,
it was like a snippet of it, but like so people would listen to that hoping for the actual song, and then like when it wasn't, they'd like go listen to it somewhere else. But the streams on like the views on that song. Like the video that wasn't the full song, it still counted as streams.
Okay, so from what I've looked up, I don't know how accurate this is because it's a pretty quick look up because it's.
Wait, which website is it?
Okay,
there's different platinum certifiers.
Okay, so no, I actually found the data. So every 1,500 streams counts as a sale.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fucking streams.
Yeah.
So let me do the math on this real quick. Talk about stuff. Quick, go.
So, I hurt my groin yesterday at the gym. It hurts a lot.
That's great.
Was it because you went to a meth lab?
No, I went to a gym, not a meth lab.
Wait, is this
But I did go to a meth lab. That, unrelated.
We already talked about
that. Sounds awful. I know we talked about the meth lab. Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to talk about it. It's scar.
I'm never gonna leave that. I'm never gonna live that down. Like,
yeah. So according to my math, I don't know how accurate this is. I think it's accurate. The video only would have gotten the song to 94,000 plays.
Yeah. Around.
Yeah. So around there. So like 95,000, 94,000. So it's like he must have sold.
There's like 32 million on Spotify last time I checked. It's probably more by now. But that like I don't know if those are weighted heavier than YouTube streams because it's paid subscription. But he had to get like a decent amount of fucking actual just single sales.
I bet he got like 70% of it actually.
It charted on Billboard, so it had to have.
To be honest, out of all the songs for to hit platinum out of Rice Gums, it's definitely the one that should have.
I thought God Church was better. I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they're all bad, but like that one's like the least bad.
It should have been the Fortnite song. That would have been hilarious.
I thought God Church was less bad than.
I wouldn't even care, dude. If that hit fucking platinum, that'd be amazing.
Obviously, Rice Gum's not a great rapper, but like the beat on God Church was pretty tight in my opinion.
It was okay.
Rice Gum.
Okay, Diesel. On to the next topic. We're not talking about this.
Speaking of clearly clinically insane Asian people, there's a lady. Her name is Jilly Juice. She was on Dr. Phil recently, along with a skeptic YouTuber by the name of Jeff Holiday, and Jill believes that her Jilly Juice can literally regrow limbs. She also believes it can cure cancer, make the gay go away. make you healthy. Just essentially reset anything. It's like hitting a hard reset on your PC when you drink some Jilly Juice. But in reality, the only thing that happens
does it make you skinny?
Get violent diarrhea and vomiting. So technically,
okay, so
yes.
it would make me skinny.
Violently, so yes.
Okay, so I should
think
get some
it
Jilly
might also give you
Juice.
thyroid issues. That's what I heard.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does she make this shit with? What the fuck?
It's like.
Does she just put like some
like
cocaine
700
heroin?
times the amount of like the daily amount of like sodium you should consume. She puts like an ass ton of like pink Himalayan salt in it, and she like blends up some cabbages and all this other like, weird crap and puts it in a mason jar and is like, yeah, I would give this to my baby. And all I could think was like, that is absolutely insane. I can't believe you think this.
That's disgusting. What the? Ew.
Yeah, but she believes all these crazy things that her juice is gonna like cure her. But she's been picking up steam lately because obviously the YouTuber went on Dr. Phil to be like, "You're dangerous to people," and he's obviously right. I don't know how anybody could argue otherwise. But as a result of that, more people are starting to look at her. So I was like looking at her stuff, and she's like selling diet plans with this Jilly Juice crap. And it's it's ridiculous.
I'm looking at her website right now. This looks like an anti-vax Facebook ad. Like, this is like what this looks like. Like, this is awful. Holy shit. God. I didn't... Wow. That's fucking insane.
Really, really interesting.
It's interesting that Jeff Holiday went on there. I actually met him at VidCon last year.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's interesting that he was on there. I saw that on my Twitter feed, and I was like, what? How did this happen?
She even advertised that she was going to be on Dr. Phil on here, as if she was going to, like, not be a crazy person.
She's clearly just insane. Like, she's clearly just insane.
Okay, let me read an excerpt. Due to my belief system, I may have made some absolute claims in the past which may not fit within the laws of advertising without substantiation. I am in the process of substantiating, and my website has been modified to reflect this. It is not illegal or immoral to have a belief system. However, to maintain law and order, one must tread carefully to avoid upsetting the peace within our society. We live in a society.
We live in a society. I can't believe it.
What the fuck?
Okay, she's also selling stuff you could go to the supermarket and buy for like a quarter of the price she's selling here.
What,
like,
the sodium?
Crazy.
The insane amount of sodium?
The Himalayan salt.
Stuff, though? Like, I feel bad for whoever bought this because they're probably in a bad way.
Yeah, whoever bought this is probably like in a really like down situation.
Look, if you're getting in on a fad diet to lose weight, you're doing it wrong. You need to not do that. That's like, if it's a fad diet, if it has any crazy name, like, oh, I'm gonna do Slim Fast, and I'm gonna lose weight. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Eat Slim Fast forever? Like, that's the problem with stuff like this. I mean, obviously you're gonna lose weight.
Right back.
Yeah. Like, obviously you'll lose weight consuming this.
It's not healthy, really.
You'd lose weight because you'd be shitting everything out of your body and puking everything out of your body.
She's
violently.
Like, all of the bacteria is expelled from your body. She's like, that spongy stuff in the toilet is the bacteria that was expelled from your body. And it's like, okay, first of all, you need bacteria in your body. There are bacteria that break stuff down. Like, you have tons of gut bacteria.
Oh yeah, there's bacteria in your stomach. Like,
so if you're vomiting or you're like, you have violent diarrhea, like, you are losing that, and you are making yourself sick. Like, you can subject yourself to actually getting sick if you remove all the gut bacteria from your system.
So the juice has 700 times the amount of sodium you're supposed to consume in a day?
I believe so. Don't quote me on that. But honestly, I could say whatever, and it would still be better than anything she's preaching.
That's fucking insane. That is
like,
insane.
Apparently she wants people to drink a gallon of this shit a day.
Oh, that's death. That you will die in 3 months on this plan. Like, seriously, holy shit.
And like on Dr. Phil, like I was watching Henry's video talking about her, and like she's like, you won't feel good at first. And I was like, gee, I wonder why.
I'm dying!
Okay, so I need to be a member to access this, and I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if it's charged or not. But I clicked under the protocol tabs on her website, Introduction to the Protocol, And then the first article on there is the danger of vaccines and immune system and manipulation.
Of fucking course. That's why her fucking website looks like an anti-vax ad.
Because it is.
The whole... Why is that the thing? Like, why is that a thing? Why are people like, oh, vaccines are bad, and here's why? Like, why do people genuinely believe that vaccines cause fucking autism? Why is that a thing?
They watched the documentary.
For one, it was based off like a shit ton of like fake evidence, but I think some of it might just come from the natural feel of putting stuff in yourself. But like, it's good. It's like scientifically proven to be good.
Okay,
it doesn't.
I
Make
can't remember
sense.
how long ago it was that I did a video on like Oh yeah, it was my Tasha Mama video. But
I remember this.
I look into why it is that autism rates are increasing along with like getting vaccines. And
I heard
like,
it's just better diagnosis.
Yeah, it's better diagnosis. It's correlation does not equal causation.
And then more people, and then more people getting vaccines because it's like it's smart to get vaccines because it makes you pretty much immune to like specific diseases that you get vaccines for. So it makes perfect fucking sense.
Guys, more people are breathing now than ever, and also more people are dying now than ever. Coincidence? Probably not. I think it's.
I think we need to kill more people.
Everybody should just stop breathing. Everybody should stop breathing. Now, it's because there's more people being like in the world, right? That's why more people are dying and more people are breathing because there's more people that exist. It's like it's.
Do you
make
think?
anything sound bad?
Do you think? This is like completely unrelated. But do you think if we chop down enough trees and we get enough people on the Earth, that the Earth could run out of oxygen?
Wow, almost.
No.
I don't know.
Okay, I was just
Maybe
curious.
if cows farted enough methane.
Okay, this is stupid.
I was just curious. Like, let's talk about
This whole
anti-vax.
podcast
I don't
is,
know.
Like this
No.
whole podcast is really dumb, Diesel. I don't know what you want.
I'm feeling antsy today. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm feeling a light to decent in this thing. Transition.
no, hold on.
I want to talk about anti-vaxxers more.
Yeah, because like I didn't do another
if you
video.
get vaxxed, you'll end up like Anthony Fantano, balding, but
The best teeth in the game.
and your
Getting
channel
vaccines make you
terminated.
bald. God, no. I hear like the
Vaccines
weirdest
kill
people
beaches.
support anti-vax, which is why I'm inclined not to. And it's not like I've just been indoctrinated by something. But it's like, oh, you want me to listen to a guy? Spirit Science, for example, is like a big person who's like, he's not anti-vax, but he would much prefer that you're in a healing room with crystals than in a healing room with an actual surgeon.
Yeah, because people think that shit works.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, you can put as many crystals around me as you want. If I have cancer, I have cancer.
There was a video from like this channel. Do you guys know the channel that starts with a K? That's like a really weird like. I think it's German name, and like they do really nice animations. They always end up in trending. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they did a video. They did a
video.
video like on alternative medicine and like traditional or something like that, and like they talked about how the reason that people turn to this kind of stuff is because it's like the people that are doing the alternative stuff appear to have way more empathy for you than the actual medical industry, which is why people apparently turn to that kind of stuff. So like I thought that was interesting, but yeah, I don't know how you could think that vaccines are bad in any way, shape, or form, because it's like if you look at like just look at it as an example of like I think it's 7th grade at the moment, at least in California. You're required to get vaccines to go up in the year, and if you don't get the certain vaccines, they don't allow you to go up. But it's like imagine how many kids have actually had vaccines that are perfectly fucking fine. Like the argument that vaccines cause autism is just based off of nothing, like nothing.
Like, even if they did, it would be such a fucking outlier that it might not even be worth considering.
But they just fucking don't. Like they
they
just don't.
don't, so it's
Could
not
you
even
even
worth
can you
considering.
even develop autism after you've like grown? Like
I thought it was genetic.
yeah, I thought it was something you were just predisposed to. Like I didn't know that you
I've
could.
seen parents say that their kids like develop it after they get vaccines, and I don't know how credible those sources are, or if they just went to a doctor and they're like, oh, I guess my
I think
child
that's
has
bullshit.
autism.
I think it's so bullshit. Like, I don't. Nah. It doesn't
Yeah,
make any
I'll fucking
sense.
buy it.
It doesn't make any sense. But don't vaccines have like a really small amount of lead?
I think it has some mercury in it, and they're
It's
using,
mercury.
Like that was part of the argument as how it causes
Yeah,
autism,
I saw that.
or that's one of the arguments. Some of the arguments are really out there, like they put like nanomachines in the vaccines.
Hey,
crap,
I'm
and-
just saying.
Put nanomachines
I'm
in the
just saying,
vaccines and
guys. I'm just saying, G Fuel has lead in it, and I don't have autism yet. All right.
Bro,
It's
I had like a
debatable.
cup today and I'm doing fine.
Diesel, if anyone's gonna get autism from fucking lead and G Fuel, it's you.
No, okay, so this is sort of related. This is pre-workout.
It's not
It's called no. It's called C4, right? Now
heard
C4
of
is
it.
That
really
sounds
good.
explosively dangerous.
It has like 325 milligrams of caffeine per scoop, right? But there's a vitamin in it that causes like liver failure. And to be honest, if you consume enough like supplements or vitamins, yeah, you're gonna damage your liver. But this one like directly harmed your liver so badly that it's like I went to the doctor and they're like, yeah, we need to do a full like workup on you to make sure you're not dying and your liver's not failing.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Is there a warning on the package?
No, there's not a warning on it. I mean, obviously, whatever you consume, you should look to see what's in it. But I had no idea that vitamin could cause like liver failure.
Why would they even put the vitamin in it if it can cause fucking liver failure?
All of the things that they put in a pre-workout are, well, one, they're stimulants, and two, they're like focus enhancers. So
Okay. How real are focus enhancers?
Okay, so I've tried a couple. I don't know how well they work. I think anything with caffeine in it works a lot better than something that doesn't, but that's probably the caffeine. I have tried like the On It like Alpha Brain stuff, and honestly, it just feels like having a light cup of tea, but like just enough that it's like good enough. And they also put other vitamins in it that just to help with focus. And I'm not sure how real the science is. I've read the studies, like the difference it makes is so minimalistic.
It could just be
But
the
I figure-
placebo effect.
I don't know. I figure over a long period of time, it could have some effect. There are certain vitamins that do have a direct like correlation to like chemical levels in your body. So if you consume something like Yohimbe, over a period of time, your testosterone levels will go up. Not like an extreme amount, but a little bit. A lot of fit guys think they can get an edge that way.
So
The BuzzFeed
tried
guys
Brain
need
Force
to
yet?
try that. Try what?
Tried Brain Force yet?
Yeah, I have tried Brain Force.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, that like what is it? Isn't that the stuff from On It? Like Joe Rogan's
Fuck is
podcast?
Brain Force?
No, it's Alex Jones.
Oh, that's Alex Jones.
Oh.
No. I've tried the Joe Rogan stuff, not fucking Alex Jones stuff. But Alex's stuff is the same stuff that you can buy in a GNC. He just says that it was made in America, which, surprise, surprise, you can't get some of those items in America, so he's fucking lying.
Oopie doopie.
Made in America. My
If
country.
they ship it to
America.
America, it was made in America.
Made in America with ingredients shipped from South Asia.
Pretty much.
America.
Globalism.
America.
Yeah, we gotta stop these pigs in government.
The globalists
also
have turned the
these-
frogs gay.
and also these pigs that are stalking people.
Oh yeah, let's talk about stalking
what's the-
pigs.
Yes.
They're just hungry, Diesel. They're just hungry.
Okay, so this is a Twitter moment about a pig who followed a dude home,
Oh, I love this story.
and the police had to get called. In Ohio, the home of Jake and Logan Paul, of course. And I love how this is the subtitle on the police help man who was followed home by a persistent pig is over the weekend. Very sober in quotes. Ohio man called the authorities on a pig who wouldn't leave his side during his walk home. That's adorable.
I know. Oh my god. It's like apparently like the cops thought he was drunk at first, so they fucking oh god, I guess we gotta check it out. And there was an actual pig.
There you go.
So
I also saw this story about this dog who adopted ducklings, and it made me smile.
oh, I saw that. It was like the
That's
dog.
amazing.
The dog just had a bunch of ducks in his bag. It was like a.
was really
It was like a
cute.
lab, a golden lab
It
or
was really
something.
fucking cute. Okay, it was wholesome.
It was a cute dog. The fucking pig. That's funny.
We need more fun, good stories and Twitter moments because it's just
Well, I'm
like-
sorry. Nobody clicks the fun ones. They like they like hearing about all the bad
We
stuff.
always click the ones with cute animals in them.
no.
Oh,
I clicked on one that was saying how Jordan Peterson was like a sexist pig, and if anybody has listened to Jordan Peterson or like read his books, you know he is not a sexist pig. So I was like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Oh yeah, they really hate Jordan Peterson. I don't like.
yeah, I don't know why. I'm just like, do you guys read? You
Yeah.
ever read a book?
It's
Because
re-
he's not,
really
like-
the only reason they think he's sexist, like the biggest reason why that even started was because the whole thing he disagreed with the Canadian law of them making it required to call someone by their preferred pronouns. So it's like his argument for that was it's like let's say you fuck up someone's pronoun, they get upset, they go to police, you get fined. That shouldn't happen, you know. And it's like you don't, and it's like the whole concept was like the people deserve respect. It's like not everyone deserves respect, and especially when you first meet them, you know. So it's like. His argument made perfect sense, but they just called him like sexist and like a homophobe and shit for it. And it's like he just didn't want it to be a law, so you didn't get fined if you fucked up someone's pronoun, you know? Because like you shouldn't get fined for fucking up someone's pronoun.
Canada's weird.
Canada is weird. Canada is really weird.
Speaking of foreigners, Gratata guy.
Okay,
He's American.
can you? He's not.
Would you
He's
hear
not.
this
He's
voice?
not part of my country. Okay.
I mean, neither do I.
How is he verified?
Okay.
That's a good question.
Twitter verifies anybody who is a meme or a writer. YouTubers, no.
Carter.
So-
That
Carter.
is great.
Nugs for Carter.
I don't know why it is. It just like. Okay, can you explain the context of him again? Because I completely forgot.
Okay. So the Gratata guy rose to fame when he went Gratata, and that is it.
One second. I need to look up Gratata guy so like I can jog my memory real quick.
But Brian Silva is the Gratata guy, and he is also a rapper. He also looks a little not all too put together. If you look at him, he looks kind of. He looks like he could have gotten hit in the head a couple too many times. I'm trying to like word this in a way that's not awful.
His fucking banner is so funny.
Are you trying to word it in a way that's not awful?
It's
Okay.
Like, it's like squished. It's like fucking.
He looks
like-
like Jake Paul.
No. It looks like okay. You know what? Fine, I'll say it. It's like when you
Oh no.
have a lot of alcohol.
Oh, no.
When you have a baby in the womb and you have a lot of alcohol.
Oh my god!
That's what he looks like.
Okay.
Didn't he make a vine where he's like, "Yo, bitch, still want me," and his tooth fell out?
Yes.
Yeah, I
fucking
thought that
great.
was him.
But Brian Silva ended up
So-
on my radar again when he was like, "Yo, it ain't gay to do gay porn."
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'd agree, it's a job, right? But like, he's
Are
constantly
you
arguing with
kidding me?
people.
Nah, you got to be a little gay to do gay porn.
He
Nah,
says
nah,
says
I don't
no.
know. You don't have to be gay to do gay.
You
porn.
have to
Gay
be
porn
a
is
little
definitely gay.
okay. You have to be a little
Nah,
gay.
man, the pay is just no. Gay porn pays better than straight porn. If it pays, it doesn't fucking matter.
But
It-
what
no,
I noticed,
it's a little gay to do gay porn.
Yeah, it's a gay act, but it doesn't make. You
Are we
gay.
are we gonna do the percentages thing again? Is this like the pegging
It's 20% gay.
argument?
I'd say the act is gay, but I don't think it makes you gay.
Look, okay, he
if you're
did
doing
gay
it for the
porn
pay,
for
it's not gay.
$7,000. Would either of you do that for $7,000?
Only
What did
$7
he do
grand.
exactly?
$7,000.
What exactly did he do? Like,
Okay,
what
He
was-
Quite
stuck
would
his
do it.
dick in a man's butthole.
Quite would do it.
Probably $7K. Yeah.
Of course, the hoodie would.
I mean, like,
I mean, I don't really.
I
mean,
wouldn't do
I don't
it.
Really,
I would
would-
not do that for $7,000.
I wouldn't do it for $7 grand either, because it's like it's not like you're just fucking a dude. You're fucking a dude on camera.
yeah. Never mind. I don't think I'd do it anymore.
There you
that
go.
part.
Yes,
Forgot about the camera part.
but the Gratata guy tweeted out. This is when I noticed him again. Just because I did porn doesn't mean I'm gay. And then the 100 emoji, and then he says, "I love pussy, ass, and titties." Okay, emoji. So that got me back on like following him on Twitter. But
Yeah, and then
it
and
turns
then,
out he does porn full time now.
yeah. So I saw Diesel quote retweet a tweet, and he's just like, "Hey, pop in here to see my 10-inch cock" or something like that. And then like I clicked it because I'm like, I'm gonna pop in and see his 10-inch cock, right? And I get to the page, and it's like, follow for $30 per month. $30 fucking dollars a month.
I don't want to see Brian Silva's dollars. I don't want to see Brian Silva's cock. If you paid me $30.
$30 fucking dollars. This dude thinks his dick is worth $30 fucking dollars a month.
Second, I also don't think it's 10 inches, but I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, you want to pay 30? We can all chip in $10 and see his cock.
I am not gonna go look at a man's penis.
We can use the loudmouse money.
And then he also tweets things out like, I don't get fucked, I does the fucking, so that just makes it sound like the gay porn thing, like it just makes him sound like he enjoys it.
I don't get dick up
Homo
my butt.
erectus.
I put
Homo
dick up
erectus.
men's butt.
Yeah. Actual tweet, y'all act like I sucked a dick or taken it in the ass in that gay porn. All I did was pull out my dick and let him fuck and suck it.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. Fucking God.
Jesus Christ.
He thinks he's like some sex guy, and he looks like, who's that rapper? The Krispy Kreme guy, or his name's like Froggy Fresh now.
Oh, wait. I know who I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, what about Froggy Fresh?
Yeah, he's like, I got 600 houses and 600 mouses. You know that guy?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I've never listened to one of his songs. I just saw him when the Krispy Kreme scandal happened.
That's like the huge meme, but but that's what I see when I look at this guy.
Agreed.
But yeah, that's Brian Silva.
Yeah, and then my final opinion on the Grata guy is don't charge $30 for your dick. Just don't. Okay,
Yeah,
next up we have a Japanese
Use
YouTuber.
Pornhub.
Wait,
so
no, hold up. You can just buy Pornhub Premium and see a bunch of dicks for less a
You
month.
can see all the dicks you wanted on Pornhub Premium. Could you imagine they sponsor us? They're like, we like what you're saying.
Okay, next fucking topic.
All right. So there's this Japanese YouTuber that I was graciously introduced to. His name is Nobito. So Nobito is considered like a no-nonsense, like, oh, he'll teach foreigners about Japanese culture, which is fine, and people ask him his opinions about certain people. And the issue with this is that people are saying that Nobito is racist. So at first I thought it was just cultural differences, like, oh, you know, outside looking in, he probably isn't going to expose to that many foreigners. Like, accidentally, he might be a little racist, but not because he hates black people, rather that he is not used to that and like
not exposed to that.
Yeah, like he's ignorant to it.
I mean, if he lives in Japan, I could totally understand that.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Does he not live in Japan?
Oh no.
No,
What-
he lives
what'd
in
he do?
Japan.
What'd he do?
He lives in Japan. Okay, no, well, he gave like video. He did a video about like black people, and then gave like things about crime statistics about how black people are like ruining America. And he did the same thing for Latinos, which is when I learned about him. Where
He
was
made wait, so you telling me he made videos on why they're ruining America? Like, was that the narrative?
Unintentionally, yes, or how they disrupt American society, you know, and he deliberately only hangs around like certain types of people, so he doesn't hang around, like,
That
black
definitely doesn't
people or
look
anything.
good. The def
You know,
no.
It's all pretty tangential, so I'm not saying one thing or another, but like I was watching a Latino video, and he was talking about he basically like his idea of Latino is just Mexicans, which, surprise, I'm Latino and I'm not Mexican. So,
You're not?
wow.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Wow.
and then he talked about illegal immigration, like, and I'm just like, but why? Like, that's not what Latino is.
That's really weird that he's even bringing, like, why is he bringing up U.S. politics on his Japanese channel? That's so
because
strange.
people are asking him like, oh, what do you think about this group of people? Which is fine, and there's like tons of Japanese YouTubers that do answer that. The Anime Man answers stuff like that, even though he's like Australian and lives in Japan.
I
And
guess
then,
it's just cool to get like a perspective of like how foreigners see American politics.
I guess, especially Japan, because it's so, like, it's so
so-
secluded.
Yeah, it's insular.
Yeah.
yeah, but he was talking about how like Latino people are like all obese, which Mexico has the highest obese rates in the world.
Yeah, they
which
passed
is
the
a
U.S.,
problem.
baby! We're no longer first.
It's not good either.
We're, like, third.
But he says a lot of like racist things. I haven't really come to a conclusion whether or not it's intentional or not. I'm starting to lean on the side that it is intentional based off
Oof.
of like everything that I'm seeing come up.
That's not good.
So you know he might end up getting a video in the future The stuff he's saying is getting a little crazy.
It does sound pretty fucking racist to describe it as like, yeah, you made a video about black people and talk about how the crime rates were a lot higher and how the black people were the sole cause of fucking America being, in shambles or something.
Like, it's the Nicole Arbor thing where it's like you make a video called "Dear Black People." People are already gonna go into it thinking like, oh, here she
yeah,
goes
it just
being
doesn't.
racist.
Yeah, like singling out a single race just doesn't look good. Period. So, yeah, I'm definitely leaning on the side of that's a little bit racist. So,
it's a little sketchy.
Okay, speaking of bad things, Diesel, take it away. Take it away.
Take it away. The Windows update is absolutely ass. If you haven't updated, please stop that update from happening.
Yeah, if you can avoid the update, wait for them to fucking fix the update so it's not ass. Luckily, my computer didn't fucking brick itself, but Quite and Diesel are both having problems.
Oh, I didn't. My computer is like, it's working fine. Like it,
you're just having problems.
It's just fucking inconvenient because like I have like speakers and earbuds. I use my speakers like for lighter stuff. So like because I'm lazy and I like leaning back in my chair. But like on the old Windows 10, right, I could play the audio through both my speakers and my earbuds. So like when I wanted to use my earbuds, I didn't have to like unplug my speakers. I could just turn them off. But like now, like whenever I want to like use my earbuds, I physically can't have my speakers plugged in. Otherwise, the earbuds don't work.
Yeah, then Diesel, what's your problem with Windows? Let's all complain.
Yeah, so when I first like rebooted after the update, I tried logging in. My passwords didn't work. They just didn't. And so I just hard reset, and then it worked. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then I get in, and it's like stuff's all changed, and I'm like, this is weird again. And I can't change my clock back. Right now, it's 4:34 in the morning. No, and it's not. But that's what the clock says. Like it's like 10:30, and it's saying that, and the date's wrong. It's like all fucked up. I know people that it literally deleted their System 32.
Yeah, I looked that up too when you told me about that, and there's multiple people who've had their System 32s deleted. Like, and if you're unfamiliar with what System 32 is, it's like the core fucking part of Windows. Without it, your computer will not run. Like, it just won't boot to Windows.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big fucking problem to like delete the entirety of Windows off someone's computer with a fucking update, Like, Windows updates usually have bugs, but I feel like this one's more buggy than a lot of them. So, but yeah, I personally don't have any problems, thankfully. I know people who did have some problems, like Henry's computer was randomly restarting after the update. There's this one thing that really annoys me. If you have Windows 10 and you're on your computer, if you go to the calendar, it basically is like when you go over a date, instead of just highlighting the specific fucking date, it has like a glow around everything. And it looks it just looks dumb. It just looks really dumb. And it's like, why? I'm highlighting the 15th, not the 8th, the 9th, the 14th, the 16th, the 22nd. I'm not highlighting those. I'm highlighting the 15th.
For some reason, mine went away. Like, I just moved it really fast, and now it doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, when you move it fast, it doesn't do it.
But like even like I stopped moving it fast, and now it's just normal.
Wow, how much this update's so fucking buggy. The new features don't even work. Mine just broke too.
Okay.
I was doing it again.
Just shake it, and it's fixed.
Wow, okay. This update's really bad. I don't like the Windows update.
The new volume mixer was updated to look more like Windows 8 or 10. Like it looks more like the tiles, like the new format they have. It's fine. It works, but it's really clunky. It's really clunky. And I keep trying to... I'm getting notifications for Edge again, and I'm just like, I don't want to use Edge.
Oh, the first thing that came on my fucking desktop when I launched Windows after the update was Microsoft Edge. And it was a little notification saying, do you want to set Microsoft Edge to your default web? No, I don't. I would have done this if I did. No, stop. Go away. Like, fuck. Shoo. I wish I could just uninstall you, but I can't. Oof. So Windows update's bad.
Yes, don't update if you haven't. There are fixes if you have and you're having issues. If you're one of the people listening on your phone right now because your PC's bricked, you can recover your files. So don't throw out your entire PC just because System 32 is not there. You can recover it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Fucking.
You just need Windows on a USB.
Yeah, try that. Okay, so speaking about bad things, let's talk about Alinity again, responding again to the PewDiePie thing again. So Alinity.
How we use the speaking of bad things transition.
Can I take a leak first?
Fine, go take a leak.
Can be, yeah.
Okay, potty break.
Pee break.
Diesel, have fun editing this. So now that we're all back from potty break today, we're not today. Back from the potty break today, we're gonna be talking about Alinity again because Alinity responded again. Alinity responded again to all the shit that's been happening between her and PewDiePie, and it's gotten worse. Like her response videos are progressively getting worse every fucking time. So I actually had to write notes for this because it's such a fucking mouthful. So to start off with the whole video. It's a 7-minute long video, right? And at the start of the video, she talks about clearing things up with her marriage, right? And then she says the reason she didn't tell the story about how she got to Canada before all of this was because, quote unquote, it was a very long story, right? But it took her 3 minutes to go through the whole fucking story. So that didn't look good at all because she's wording it as like, oh, I didn't say because it was a long story, but it was a short fucking story. Basically, the story was, to put it in short, she was going to school in Colombia. Then the school fucked them over. They rioted. She wasn't happy. And then once they rioted, and then she wasn't happy, she wanted to move to Canada because she didn't want to be in fucking Colombia anymore because it was a shithole in her opinion, basically, because it was like no money, things like that. So then after that, she then got into World of Warcraft a lot, and she met her ex-husband, and they dated for about a year. And then after they dated for about a year, what happened was she married him and then moved to Canada and went to school, and then apparently the ex-husband cheated. And it's a whole long story, but the whole thing with the divorce is there's been 3 things claimed about the divorce. First claim was from her. She divorced him. Second claim was in the response video saying we had a divorce, right? So it's neutral. And then the third claim was from her boyfriend saying I divorced her. So You've given us every single possible fucking answer to the divorce. So it's like, how are we supposed to know what's real or not? You know, it's like you said on stream that it was I divorced him basically to get to Canada. That's what you fucking said. And then Ryan, ex-husband, says no. I divorced her. So that's already confusing enough. And then yeah, it's a clusterfuck, and that's not even the half of it. So then she also claimed to be cyberbullied. Fucking cyberbullied from this whole situation, which is a fucking... It's dumb. Just turn off your notifications, log off of social media. It's just mean words on the internet. It's pretty much it, you know? She also... She claims the ex cheated. I said that. And then she tries to explain that clip of her saying I went to Canada, divorced my husband. She tried to say it was a joke, which doesn't make much sense to me because she had an extremely fucking smug expression. Extremely smug. And then this is the part where I think we can all agree is really fucking strange. She's not banned from Twitch, even though she's done multiple things to warrant a ban, and people have been banned for much less. Like, for example, in that response video, she literally says that she showed her ass on stream before, and she's talked to Twitch, and Twitch have been like, nah, you're good. You're good. So... that doesn't look good because people have been banned for way less than that. She's also said the N-word on stream is a total non-racial racist context, but she still said it, and people have been banned for the same fucking reason. So it's like, why is she even still here? She really shouldn't be here on Twitch. Like, personally, I don't think she should be banned. I don't think any of the other streamers should be banned either, but everyone's been banned for way less. Are you guys going to chime in at any point?
I mean, you were giving a whole rundown of the situation. I have feelings that I expressed in my video, but like I can expand on it further.
Okay, wait. Let me just say the last thing.
You want to finish?
Yeah, I want to finish. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys want to chime in at some point.
No. You were just on Martin mode.
Yeah. And then there's also one thing she said in that video, which really fucking pissed me off because it was total hypocrisy. She says, as a content creator, you're responsible for your community and you should set a good precedent, which is fucking, like, really? Like, just bring up the quote, can we copy strike PewDiePie? Like, how is that responsible at all? You are basically inciting, like, oh, let's go after PewDiePie. PewDiePie did a thing. Let's go after PewDiePie. Like, you are not being responsible with your audience at all. And you're trying to say that other people should be responsible with the audience. No. No. Okay, yeah, you guys can go now.
Diesel?
All right. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Since nobody... I will go. Okay, so regarding that initial, like who cheated on who, divorced this, divorced that, she also backed up Ryan's claim saying that they were true because she quoted his tweet and promoted it, which is why we all saw it. which is crazy for her to then go and change the story again. I honestly really believed Ryan's story reading it back, but then like, okay, now this brings into question whether or not he's telling the truth or who's telling the truth. But the divorce thing is like, it's such a small portion of this. It's just like overall her attitude and expression towards the outward internet community is really why people are mad at her. I also take a lot of offense to the idea that like, oh, what she's doing is like this moral quest to like protect women, and I find that absolutely fucking insane because she's like, oh, you know, we suffer sexism on a daily basis. It's like, no shit, men are saying sexist things to you. It's because you're like stripping on stream. What are you doing? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's literally a video of her playing with her boobs, like saying like, this is what it looks like when you have a push-up bra. Like, that's a real video that exists. So
yeah, and like she tries to brush off like that clip about like, oh, you know, I moved to Canada and then I divorced him. She's like, oh yeah, I was drunk. It's like, oh, okay, well, usually it's hard not to say stuff when you're drunk, so it just kind of slips out, which is why I'm inclined to believe that she did that. Again, that's going to be something that's brought up in an investigation, whether or not she gets deported from Canada or not. Got her citizenship fraudulently, which would get her deported, based off of the information that I've seen. And like, it's her attitude that has caused the bullying. It is not that she is like some victim. She has this ridiculous victim complex, as if like somebody wronged her and that she needs something done to protect her. You know, as someone who's saying like, oh yeah, the insults don't bother me, they don't bother me. You know, I've had people telling me like, oh, Diesel, yeah, I'm blocked by her because I said something. Well, first of all, guys, I think we can all sit here and agree that like we're not talking about Alinity for you to go like harass Alinity. That's not the point of this, but we also can't control what you do. Like,
yeah, like she tried
that's the main point here.
Yeah, she also tried to make the claim that like we should do something, quote unquote, about like, you know, cyberbullying and things like that. But it's like PewDiePie can't control his audience, and you picked the fight. It's not like PewDiePie went after you first. Like, she picked the fight, so
yes,
it's on her.
Quite anything to say?
I don't really know. You guys.
We took it all. We took everything that you wanted to say.
But
No, I was busy.
But what do you mean busy?
I was absorbing.
Okay.
I was like a sponge. I was like a sponge performing photosynthesis on an episode of that Bob show.
Bob's Burgers?
SpongeBob.
Oh.
We are intellectuals. No, and I get how us talking about like, oh, we can't control what you do is like hypocritical because we literally just said on the last episode, oh, go into a public space and you'll subscribe to Loudmouths. We were joking.
There's influence there, right?
Yeah.
But, like at the end of the day, it's still a decision made by an individual human that
Yeah.
can choose to listen to that influence or not. And while we do have a responsibility, like not encourage that behavior, people can still make the decision to do that thing themselves.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, like with encouraging behavior, I think it's like comes down to like people just shouldn't encourage like, you know, harming behavior or like damaging behavior. That's pretty much like going to like, let's say a public place, for example, and be like, subscribe to Loudmouth. It's like, that's like nothing. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, if you're in a public place, it's probably already loud. You know, it's like
I mean, it's one thing if like you're disrupting the piece, like in a fucking library, like that's just a dick move. But yeah,
I said that one as a total joke.
good, I'm glad. But no, there's a difference.
Could you imagine being in a fucking library and you just hear like in the background, subscribe to Loudmouth? That'd be amazing. Fuck.
Yeah, but the line of thinking where she's saying, oh, you're responsible for your audience is incredibly dangerous. What if Alinity's audience does something like 100 times worse than the mean words that PewDiePie's fan base has been giving? Which, I mean, granted, PewDiePie's audience is astronomically larger than hers.
Oh, yeah,
so I can understand that she's getting a lot of criticism and probably some unwanted hate.
Okay, so if she's probably getting a lot of hate. Like, she's probably getting a lot of people just throwing insults out of the ass. Like, that's probably what's happening.
She's probably getting a lot of shit she doesn't deserve.
I don't, like... but, like, when you go on the internet, you sign up to be bullied, basically. Like, that's just how it goes. You know, that's how people are on the internet, because it's like, you're anonymous. So it's like, they're going to say mean things about you because they're anonymous. You know, most people, I'm not going to say no one because I'm sure someone has, no one's going to go up to you in public and just, like, instantly insult you out of nowhere, you know? Like, that's not really going to happen. So it's like, on the internet, you're signing up to get mean words thrown at you, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's just one person. Or it's just like this select amount of people. Not everyone hates Alinity. Her audience still supports her. So it's like, she'll be fine. She will most likely be fine from this. It's just really fucking dumb that she did this. And, like, the way she's handling it is really fucking dumb. She should have just apologized for, you know, abusing the copyright system and actually did some research instead of blabbing her mouth in the next stream. That kickstarted the whole thing again. So she's just really dumb, in my opinion.
Which, by the way, when her video got claimed by a PewDiePie impersonator, yeah, she was like, I can't believe someone would abuse the copyright system like that. She said that on stream. She said that. You mean, like you do. Like, we said it last time, as a creator, you at least have to learn the systems at play in your business. You have to, because that determines everything. You can't, like, you need to learn the rules in order to play the game. You can't just play the game and not learn any of the rules.
Yeah, and then,
bite you in the ass.
And on top of that, the copyright system isn't even just like, you know, a fun little thing that's like a perk or something. It's like literally, like, it could mean like you making ends meet that month if it's abused. You know, you should know how it works. Like, you should understand what's fair use and what isn't. You should understand, like, how it works on YouTube and Twitch. Because, like, with Twitch, for example, I don't know everything about it because I don't stream, but I do know on Twitch that people can issue copyright strike takedowns, which will end your stream and give you a suspension. And they can also, it mutes the audio on a VOD when there's music playing that's not yours. It mutes, like, every, I think, 5 minute to 10 minute intervals, or maybe it's 30 now. I don't know. But it mutes a portion of your stream with its copyrighted content. So it's like, it's just basic stuff like that, and it's like, I don't even stream on Twitch, so like, I think I might know more than Alinity. So I mean, like, yeah, Alinity's dumb. Podcast title.
One of my favorite parts was she was like, yeah, I get special treatment from Twitch.
Yeah, like,
I can't believe she said that.
Like, Twitch has my back. It's like, I know people that have been suspended for like such minuscule things. It's like, she just gets like all these special perks. It's like, why would you even admit to that? That is you asking for people to start a riot against you. Like, literally. God.
Yeah, like, there's a clip of her saying the N-word on stream, and she didn't get banned for it. And I know people that have gotten banned for stuff like that. Like,
there's been people who have
the
banned for
second
way
they say
less.
it.
Way less.
For way less. Way less.
And it's like, again, like, the way she said it was not racist at all. Like, she was just saying it. But, like, it's still, if other people got banned for it, why is she not banned? You know, it's just unfair at that point.
Yeah. But
because Twitch is a bunch of manlets.
Don't say that.
On the topic of people saying things, a federal judge ruled Trump blocking people on Twitter was unconstitutional.
That was the best segue. Oof. God.
On the topic of people saying things,
you could literally hear the tires screech on the car.
Okay, basically, a federal judge ruled that Trump blocking people on Twitter was unconstitutional, which is actually brought up in a whole new argument of people like Twitter actually banning people being unconstitutional as well, because the whole argument with this is Twitter is like a public forum. So basically, the federal judge is also saying if Trump blocking people is unconstitutional, then wouldn't banning people from it be unconstitutional if it's a public forum? See, that was interesting. I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough of that argument to support it. By the way, just saying.
To me, Twitter, it's like, since it's owned by a private company, it's a platform, and they have the right to let what messages they want to.
But if it's a private platform, wouldn't they give Trump the right to block people on it?
I think it would, because like either way, like maybe like the rules are applied differently because he's like a political figure and like he's like has to uphold those rights no matter what. But like him blocking someone isn't him stopping them from saying it and openly expressing that idea. It's him stopping him from hearing it.
No, it's blocking them from reading his tweets. That was the argument.
Oh, well, how is that stopping freedom of speech? They can't see what he says.
No, it wasn't about freedom of speech. It was about like it was something about seeing his tweets. Like journalists were complaining. They were like, "Oh, Trump blocked me."
Press?
Yeah, it was something about like that. Journalists were complaining that it's like endangering their jobs, but like all they did was tweet at Trump like dumb shit. So, I mean,
but I mean, like, even if like he blocks you, like that's not an effective way of like stopping you from seeing his tweets. Like there are still like legal workarounds. It's not like you're breaking the law by going incognito on Chrome.
yeah. I mean,
And then like if like you're saying like I can't respond to him with my official journalist account, like you can still comment on what he's saying. It's just he probably won't see it now. It's not like he saw it before, really, though.
Yeah, and also the decision actually, quote unquote, was Twitter's some kind of public form.
This is an interesting thing.
So like,
I know, like it's weird to think like
so the fact
these social media is like so massive now. Like it's owned privately, but it's like publicly accessible that near everyone has it.
In
So,
my
like,
opinion,
what does that
I think freedom of speech laws need to start applying to social media. In my opinion, because the amount of times people get banned on any platform for like any reason at all is so fucking dumb. Like people get banned for the dumbest shit on Twitter, dumbest shit. Unless you're verified, you're not safe. That's how it works.
The thing is, though, like I feel like if we start doing that, then like stuff like blocking might have to become like a bigger issue because like you can't block people like that you want to.
Well,
think,
like, you're not stopping them from freely expressing their opinions.
Yeah,
we're talking about like
blocking.
Right?
No.
I think
blocking
too,
people's
but, like,
different.
Some people might
blocking
disagree,
people's different,
and I don't want that to be
the reason Trump can't block people is because then like people can't see the president's like tweets. That's the problem with that. So like. It also silenced the critics for Trump as well, towards Trump. So it's like, with him being the president, he needs to uphold the First Amendment. But if we're talking like on a personal level with people, it's like you're allowed to like report harassment legally, So it's like you could block people still. Like I don't think that'd be a problem.
This is a conversation I've been having since like 2014. Like this is a political discussion. So obviously you guys know I used to work in politics, but like. We would like most of them were libertarians or conservatives, and by the way, guys who are listening, libertarians are conservatives. Yes, you're stupid if you think they're not, just because it has the first word liberal in it. Anyway, little tangent, but I have seen like people get blocked or removed from Twitter. I think if you're being removed from Twitter, then this is like a issue of freedom of speech because they're saying, oh, you're not allowed to be on our platform, but everybody uses the platform. It's like a public square to discuss ideas, much like in the Greek state days. So I would argue that they have to uphold those constitutional rights, even though they are a private business. If they are blocking people, I believe they are.
It's just because they're so massive now. Like that's really what it comes down to. Like
yeah,
it is such
I
a
could understand a couple
platform.
years ago, like you could say that they, as private companies, they're allowed to do what they want on their platform, and I get that. And most of the time, I would be for that. But in this case, and we're talking about YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or whatever, people should have that freedom of expression to say their mind, regardless of how volatile the opinion.
Yeah, and then
you hide stuff like that, you're gonna like let it grow.
Yeah, and then all the dialogue. It's like the thing with the problem with Twitter is Twitter heavily favorites certain dialogue and certain public figures over others. So it's like they'll literally get rid of the opposing party for a certain like party. So it's like. It's like left and right basically. Twitter's very left, so it's like Twitter will get rid of people who speak anything about the right. Basically, like a lot of people who are right leaning get fucking banned off of Twitter for their opinions, which is like, I don't think keeping both sides of the extreme. I don't think deleting one side of the extreme is fair because it's like let's say that's two extremists, right? The leftist one or the left-sided one, not leftist, left-sided one gets stays in the platform, but the right-sided one doesn't. He gets banned, and then just leaves the left-sided one saying his opinions, and there's no one to like go against it, which I don't think should happen. I think public dialogue should exist to correct people's opinions and make them understand a certain perspective, things like that. Like, just banning the other side doesn't work. If anything, it only amplifies the message from the other side on different platforms, but just not on Twitter. And I don't. Twitter really needs to work on their fucking policies for banning people because I don't know what the hell Jack's doing over there, but he bans anybody for saying anything basically. Apparently, like, have you seen celebrities censoring their cursing on Twitter or like verified people? Apparently, cursing on Twitter is not allowed.
That's not okay.
This shit's just weird. Like banning cursing, like it's so fucking.
Like I've seen people get banned for like saying a certain keyword, curse word, and then like it's like not even like the appeal system's ass for Twitter as well. There's like no appeal system. Also, the verification system's ass. Why can someone with 20 followers get verified, but I can't get verified with nearly 30K and like a 200,000 sub YouTube channel? Why? Why am I not verified?
Like Gratata guy is verified.
Yeah, the guy who shows his dick for $30 a month is fucking verified. Why can't I be verified?
He says nothing of value and adds nothing to society aside his penis.
Yeah, is that even valuable?
I mean, somebody
No.
wants it, I guess.
It's not valuable. Okay.
Someone's paying for that.
But, like-
can you see if anybody is paying for that?
You could probably check the amount of likes and like give an estimate based off his post. Maybe, I don't know.
Are you talking about the Brian Silva penis thing? Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
Yes. We're trying to see how many people we can like. How can we check how many people paid for his dick?
Maybe 848.
Are you guys trying to figure
a lot
out
of
if there's
people.
a market for this?
Yes.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if there's a market for Brian Silva's wiener.
Okay, because we're talking about verification
Jesus,
and
that's
society.
If there is, Diesel wants to get his stuff out there.
Yeah, but like the easiest way to get verified on Twitter is literally be in an article. Like that is the easiest way. Like be written in an article somewhere, and you will most likely get verified. It's ridiculous. The amount of weight an article holds over a YouTuber is ridiculous.
Bro, I got an idea. I have. Okay. I'll tell you guys after the cast.
Are we gonna fabricate a controversy to end up in a
No,
Kotaku article?
no, it's not. I don't have to
Damn.
fabricate it. I'll explain after.
Okay.
Quite as serially a
have
writer
a-
for The Verge. Oh,
That's why he.
Imagine
he
like
has
you
to
know like
get
how
him.
they have those little author bios like at the bottom of the articles.
yeah.
Just imagine like quite as a floating hoodie who can't live a box. We don't pay him anything.
Okay. Also, whatchamacallit? Okay. So next up in Twitter news, unless you have more to say.
No, go to
Okay.
this. It's funny.
Next up in Twitter news, we had a guy who got a Logan Paul tattoo and only got 8 fucking retweets. 8. He got.
Wasn't he the kid who played Fortnite with Lil Pump, but not actually?
I don't know. No, I think it's the
Memulus made a video about him.
Yeah. Henry showed me a video. He's weird. He's really weird. Like he has like a dance section of his videos. He's like he has blue hair, and he got like a Savage tattoo on his arm.
If I can spin this fidget spinner on this controller for 10 seconds, you have to drop a like.
Oh yeah, that's what he does. Every fucking video.
Yeah, that's the Lil Pump guy. That's
Yeah.
the Lil Pump Fortnite guy.
So he got a tattoo of Savage on his arm, and he only got 8 fucking retweets. Which I thought was hilarious because he clearly got it for attention because he's like at Logan Paul at Shop Logan Paul got the Maverick tattoo at age 17. It was really painful, but I did it. Hashtag Maverick. Hashtag Logan Paul. Hashtag LoganPaul.com/shop. So this guy now permanently has Savage in his arm with a Maverick bird. So yeah.
Did Logan retweet it? Is he one
Nope.
of the retweets?
Nope.
Oh my god. If this doesn't just go to show you how little Logan Paul cares.
Yeah. Like yeah.
There's no way Logan could have not seen this.
Uh.
There's no way.
Okay, no, there's.
I know he has a lot of
way.
followers.
It is. He has 8 fucking retweets. Here, let me go to.
I feel like a fan account probably retweeted it or something.
Let me go to the Logan Paul. Let me go to the Logan Paul like mentions real quick. Let's see how many people tweet at Logan Paul like every fucking second.
See, maybe Logan Paul liked it.
There's literally like a tweet a minute at Logan Paul.
He might have liked it though. Like I could see that.
Maybe.
Because like people scrounging through his likes, like I can see like.
Let me look. Wait, when was that tweet posted? That tweet was posted
March 14th.
March 14th. So I'm gonna go. Oh, that's really old. Shit.
Yeah, good luck finding that.
Scrolling. I'm scrolling through his likes. Actually, I'm already in the 20th. Oh, we're good. I'll find it. So what was the at? Or what was
I don't know what.
got
his
the
ad is.
Maverick
It
tent.
doesn't-
Got the Maverick. Nope, he didn't like it. So
I'm guessing like.
so
a fan
literally
account.
no fucking attention at all.
I think he has like how big is he on YouTube?
He has like a couple. I want to say like a couple 100,000, but I'm not sure. I just know he's a super clickbaity garbage. Like that's really what he is.
If he does though, like I can see him getting like retweets from those guys.
Yeah, from like his 3 fucking subscribers who actually care about him.
Yes.
That's basically it.
I love his content, man. I don't know why you're joshing him so hard, bro.
Because he's him. Okay, anyways, next up in YouTube news. This one's actually really interesting. So YouTube, if YouTube was its own company, YouTube is estimated to be worth more than Disney at $160 billion for YouTube and $155 billion for Disney.
Not surprised at all.
So like, but that's just insane to me. It's like YouTube, like the reason it's insane to me is because YouTube's worth so much fucking money, but the site still doesn't work. It's
the value of investment.
It's still just broken. So yeah.
I feel like if YouTube, like, does YouTube have like separate investors from Google, or because like it like
I'm sure they get
stock.
funding from Google.
well, I mean, like, it's Google owned. I don't know if they have like a separate stock.
It's like Alphabet owned, and then like Google's part of Alphabet, and then I don't know exactly how it works. I just know it's like big Google. Alphabet is a lot of companies.
I'm not surprised at all though. Like, as much like as Disney like is like a conglomerate and owns so much shit, YouTube is like the single biggest cultural influence in like the
That's
world
true.
right now, I think.
That's true. It's still like
music is circulated through YouTube. Fucking like the promotion for Disney movies is circulated through YouTube. Fucking like news is circulated through YouTube. Everything goes through YouTube now. Like 1 billion fucking users. Like the second most popular website in the goddamn world.
yeah, it's
Like,
just it was really interesting to me when I saw that because I'm like, damn.
Like it's like even like, you know how like YouTube is like it's not seen as profitable.
Yeah. Well,
It's like
that
I don't know if that's
those
still the case,
statistics
but,
were
like,
from 2015. It's most likely
I don't
profitable
yeah, I don't
now.
I don't know if that's still accurate.
With YouTube
Even
Red
if it
and
is,
ads, it's probably profitable.
even if it is though, like even if it's not profitable still, like it's worth keeping because of the cultural fucking influence it allows you.
Oh, for sure. Like if YouTube was losing money for like 10 years, like it would still totally be worth keeping. Like totally
yeah,
worth
like,
keeping.
the like what you could do and like to maneuver other products with YouTube is fucking like insane.
Yeah, and like I'm sure YouTube gets a lot of money from YouTube Red because I know that my channel gets like, I don't know the percentages off my head, but I'm willing to say it's like 5 to 10% of my revenue comes from YouTube Red, which like is a pretty big chunk of YouTube Red money because like you don't get that much off of YouTube Red. It's based off of watch time. So like a lot of people must be watching with YouTube Red. Actually, I can check. 1 second. I can check how many people watch my channel with YouTube Red. There's an option for that. Talk while I'm looking at this.
Even if YouTube's not profitable, like like you said, quite the cultural impact is already good enough, and you're able to put it on so many devices that you get like a hold. You have a hold on pretty much the entire video sharing platform. Like that entire type of website is just dominated by YouTube. Nobody else can compete, you know? So that's why, like, this is the same reason you see people like Windows keep trying to make phones, or people like Amazon trying to make phones, because they want to get it in front of your face. They want to get their other products in front of your face. And it's like, okay, you use YouTube on your Google Chrome browser, and you get to it by typing in on Google. You know, like, everything's connected.
Yeah, and then
That's the point.
So back to the YouTube Red thing. At the last 28 days of my like YouTube views, I've had 150,000 views, 151,000 views from YouTube Red, which is a lot when you think about it, because those people are paying like $10 a month at the moment, which is actually going up to $12 soon.
Yeah, they're changing they're like getting rid of YouTube Red and making like YouTube Premium.
It's YouTube Premium. Like they have YouTube Red, which is like, well, it's actually a bad name, so like good riddance. But they're switching from, it's like the base $10 one's gonna be for music, and then the $12 one's gonna be for no ad content. So it's like they're making more money off of it basically. But I've had 151,000 YouTube Red views, which is a lot of fucking YouTube Red views out of like 3 million, because it's like those people are paying $10 a month for YouTube Red. So it's like that's a pretty big chunk of change. So YouTube Red is pretty successful so far.
I wonder how many of those people are actually paying to watch the YouTube Red original series. Because I saw an ad for another one by Anna Akana. If you guys know who she is. She's kind of like a social justice-y lady. But her entire show that she's like promoting is just like a teen drama. Like, that's all I see on YouTube Red. And I'm just like, nobody, like, I guess the target demographic watches it. But all I could think was like, these are not killer apps. This is not the reason, like, there's a reason you get Netflix, you know, because it has there's certain shows that you can't get anywhere else.
The closest it ever had was Scare PewDiePie and fucking
Mindfield is amazing. Mindfield's amazing.
Great, yeah.
If you haven't
haven't
seen Mindfield, get the Red trial and watch it if you don't want to pay for it. it's great fucking series.
Yeah, it's a great series. But then, like, I watched an entire YouTube Red series called Foursome. Has nothing to do with
didn't you review
sex.
that?
Yeah, I did before I rebooted my channel.
Yeah.
But the show featured your lovely Logan Paul in it, and a bunch of other YouTubers who like were on like Teens React and stuff. And it's just like a high school drama with comedy, and like nobody wants to watch that. It's the same stuff.
They need
All
to
of it.
like.
It's just the same show.
They need to make
Like fucking like
you go.
a YouTube flagship should be something that's YouTube.
Yeah.
Like a flagship, like no one like goes like people don't usually go to YouTube to watch a fucking Netflix series. They come here to watch YouTube. It should be something that you would find on YouTube.
Yeah, the reason
Minefield is the absolute closest you can find to that because fucking Vsauce. It's like an extended cut, more well-funded cut of Vsauce.
Yeah, the reason YouTube is so popular is because it's like it's free homemade content, you know? It's like people are making this content. It's an alternative to TV. It's not supposed to be TV, you know? So it's like what they need to do is they need to get channels that have like interesting concepts and extend on that concept, you know? Like for example, let's take a vlogger and for example, right? I think it'd be really interesting to make a whole series where it's like you make a goal to travel across the world in so many days and see so many attractions in certain countries. That'd be an interesting series, you know? It's like get a vlogger who vlogs consistently and then have him go across the world and travel and have like goals to reach certain places at certain times. There you go. 10 out of 10 series right there. I think it'd be better than half the shit that currently exists, you know? Like,
or take like somebody like Nerd City who is like a fantastic fucking content creator and expand that into something even more well funded.
yeah, exactly. Like I'm looking at I got a recommended called We Love You, and it features Lele Pons and fucking FouseyTube. Goddamn, get out of my face. I
don't know. Maybe it's because we're so ingrained in like the ecosystem that we notice different creators that YouTube doesn't see. Like they see all these Viners and all these like the quote unquote social media influencers that make like the Instagram content, and they're promoting those. And I like the only reason I can see them promoting those is because they're like the most ad friendly, you know.
And they're just naturally big. Like they're big from.
Oh, there's a show called
other
Paranormal
sites.
Action Squad that looks decent.
That is done by Van Oss and Hutch and a couple other people. It's the animated one.
Yeah,
Right?
it looks.
How is
Yeah.
the Game Grumps?
It looks
show?
better
I
than everything
watched
else here. Laser Team, I heard is decent as well.
The game.
How is the
Game Grumps has a show.
Yeah, they do.
Oh damn, I didn't know
there's
that.
a Minecraft
See,
one.
and then the shows that people like I would want to watch is never like advertised to me. Like I didn't even
Like
hear
it
about
was like
that.
a Game Grumps show, and like the guy, like I forgot who from Rick and Morty, but like was involved.
Oh my god, you know the guy that makes all the crazy shit?
Oh, well, specific.
I don't know his channel, but like here, let me type it because I don't know if I'm gonna. It's like the show's called Fur's World Wonders, like that. Like he has a fucking like he made like it was like a shit. It was
Is that the one where the hold on? Are you talking about the guy who's like Auntie T? He's like, I'm gonna suck your dick through your asshole.
No, that's not.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no,
well, now I sound like a crazy person.
no. That's
All in
nowhere
first.
near. One second, let me look it up.
Okay, everybody, please.
This
ignore
guy,
that.
this guy, the guy who makes all the insane tech, like the homemade hover bike.
Okay.
He-
Colin
I've never
Firth.
seen-
He
this
has
guy
it.
before.
He has a. He's hit like trending and shit all the time. He has a YouTube Red show, which would be really
Wow,
interesting.
I didn't know that.
I just saw. I'm on the thing right now. I'm seeing a bunch of things I didn't even know fucking existed. YouTube,
I
you're
would
bad
love
at promoting
to see
shit.
old school Vice come back. Like not the
should
new
give-
Vice.
I
where
want
it's
Total
like,
Drama Island back,
Vibe
man, from
series.
Cartoon Network.
They should
They
give
still make that.
Loudmouse a YouTube Red series. Would probably just blow the budget on.
We'd blow the budget on lasagna.
We blow the budget on a fucking new overlay. Just be like, this is our upgrade. Welcome to the podcast.
It's a really big. No, we got a really big ball pit.
We record in a ball
And
pit.
that's it.
That's our
Oh my
upgrade.
God.
The total cost $1,000 for the whole ball pit, and then the mics.
And then you need YouTube Red to watch it. God.
You know what YouTube Red should do if they really want to compete? They should actually like get IPs that people want to fucking watch, like Netflix and Hulu. Wait, would it be
There's
IPs?
a fucking like a Karate Kid fucking spin-off series that.
Yeah, I've seen that. I want to watch that. I haven't gotten around to it. The Cobra
Apparently,
Kai.
like it's actually good. Like from what I've been seeing.
Oh, I see that
don't
right
think
now.
it's a good
I think see, the originals are good, right? But it's like if they really wanted to get more people on, you know how like they're trying to get more into TV and things like that. Why don't they put Jimmy Kimmel on YouTube Red? Why don't they do things like that? Like put the full Jimmy Kimmel shows on YouTube Red. Like talk to them about that. Like get shows that people would watch on Netflix. You know, like if they want to move more to TV, this is their way to do it. But actually, at the same time, that would fucking that interfere with YouTube TV. Shit. So YouTube,
There you go.
YouTube Red is gonna suck.
Many things. They're trying to be too many things. They're trying to be YouTube TV. They want to be a fucking subscription.
To be
service.
fair,
They also want to be a fucking homemade video
YouTube
content.
TV would be the equivalent of live TV, and it looks decent because it's live TV that costs like way less than actual cable. So it's a good concept, but like they should turn YouTube Red into like a streaming service.
The thing is, live TV inherently competes with fucking streaming services. And
That's true.
YouTube's literally at war with itself. It's splitting its base when it's trying to already consolidate. Like it's trying to get like viewers who aren't even interested in that type of content to start with into like these other formats all at once, and they're like pitting them against each other. Like there's limited fucking audience for this.
Yeah.
Like most of the people that like want streaming already go to Netflix and shit. Like they don't get YouTube for like YouTube originals. They don't fucking want YouTube TV because they already have like DirecTV or some shit.
DirecTV is overpriced garbage.
I don't pay for my phone. I'm not gonna ever pay for TV in my life. I don't think.
I'll just pay for like Hulu, which doesn't work, and Netflix. But yeah, I don't know. YouTube Red's currently just like the only show that I've watched that like genuinely captivated me was like Minefield. That's it. That's fucking it. That's it.
The first episode of Minefield was really good. That's all I saw though.
Yeah, because it's free.
Hey, Vsauce.
Scare dude. Scare PewDiePie is still featured on it's YouTube Originals. Scare PewDiePie. God.
PewDiePie.
They shouldn't have
Season 2
canceled
is
it.
on Susan Wojcicki's desk.
I
She actually mounted it. She mounted it on her wall.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Logan Paul's YouTube Red original.
The thinning? Didn't that get canceled
Cute.
indefinitely?
No.
The Thinning. A 2.
Well, it got suspended. They hinted at it coming back
So it's really ew.
a while ago.
I watched that too. It was really bad.
Actually, no. I don't know if it was that. I think we're talking about two different things. I think it was Logan Paul had like an original planned for YouTube Red, and then they canceled it because of controversy. And then he bragged about it not
He had
actually being
his
canceled.
movie. His movie.
It was his movie?
The one that takes place in a school.
Is it?
And it's like Hunger Games.
The one
It's
that
like a
takes
young
place in
adult
society.
novel. Yeah, it takes place in a society. I mean, that's pretty much what the movie is. It's really an ass movie. I also reviewed that one before I rebooted the channel. I might revisit that concept. I really like doing that, but
the shitty reviews.
fucking no, my reviews were not shitty. Well, I'm funnier now, but
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like shitty movies.
oh well, not like shitty movies, but like the YouTube Red stuff, because like people don't know what's on the site. So I would like I'd like to have an excuse to watch Cobra Kai.
Dan and Phil has
review that.
a thing. Oh wow!
I'm surprised Rhett and Link's Good Mythical Morning isn't a YouTube Red series.
I'm not surprised at all. I actually wait. Actually, I know that like Good Mythical Morning itself isn't a YouTube series, but I think they might actually have a branch that's a YouTube series, if I'm not mistaken. I'm so glad that this audition can't pick up my fucking speaker audio because it would have just been like Rhett and Link yelling. What the fuck? I could have sworn they had one, or at least they have the one coming up. I think. So.
They might.
I've heard something about that. Yeah. Oh no, they do. They do. It's called
I
Buddy
don't even
System.
know this.
It's called Buddy System. Episode 1. Oh wait, it's 9 episodes long. This has been out for a while. YouTube.
Why do we have to discover these things?
YouTube, you're really bad at promoting people. I hope you know that.
Like I'm learning about a lot of these just today.
Yeah, I didn't know any of this. That's the problem.
with YouTube's website. So I think that pretty much concludes the podcast. Thank you all for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Follow us on iTunes. Follow us on SoundCloud. You can check out our YouTube channels down below in the description. That's pretty much it. Anybody else have anything to say?
This is the longest one.
Yes, it is. That's it. Adios.